Okay, here we are to start the third game in the Trail series. The third game. And my sound is good. So yeah, after the ending of last game, we're on to the next one. Trails in the Sky, the third. It's not the third chapter, it's the third. Let's get started then. Something different we're gonna do too is because since I'm going for all the achievements, we're gonna have to play on Nightmare this time, because from this game forward, including all other games in the rest of the series, we have to play on Nightmare. Which means I'm gonna have to get good, basically. I think I've already learned quite a bit from what we did in the previous games. I think I've gotten a bit better. Not that I'm a pro or anything, but I don't think I'm as shit anymore. So let's get started then. Also, I really like this main menu music. It's nice. Let's start. Yes, it's your funeral. May Adios be with you. I'm not loading my clear data for this. Wait, do I still have... Oh, I do. Sorry. I still had my stream open in the background. I was moving on my other monitor. But yeah, no, I've already completed the game once, as you probably know by now. I have played most of the games before, not the new ones, but yeah. But we're not still loading a clear data save. This we're doing though. Yes. And the one we had should be on the final page. I made two of them even. Doesn't matter which one we pick, just this one I guess. Here we go. Year 1203 of the Septian calendar, fall. Just over half a year since the Liber Arc's collapse. Cruising through the night sky above the Cruzen province in eastern Erebonia. Was the Ryford Company's latest display in luxury, the Lusitania. Yes. If I may have your attention, please. On behalf of the Conrad Company, I would like to take the time to thank you all for attending this party today. As I'm sure you're all aware, this is a most auspicious day. Yes, indeed. On this historic day 10 years ago, this fine company... You don't seem to be enjoying this quite as much as he is. You ought at least try and feign interest in what he's saying, Surely you must understand what kind of man he is if you're here. Oh, that I do. He's a merchant of death who made a fortune during the 100 Days War, and one of the Empire's most wealthy men, despite being a relative newcomer. Why, it was only a few years ago that he partnered up with the famous Ranford Group, and now he's serving on the board of directors. His record makes for the most impressive read, that much is for certain. Although, I dare say he's less impressive in person compared to on paper. My, you'd best refrain from making such remarks. The mask of yours may disguise your identity, but it won't keep those naughty men in black away should you make an enemy of them. Now that's a terrifying prospect. I can't imagine I'd last very long if I did. I'd surely be cast through this window as easily as a pebble plunges through water. I must say I find you rather intriguing. Are you a member of the press, perhaps, or even a government official? I would answer, but where's the fun in spilling secrets? I'll leave the pondering to your fertile imagination, mademoiselle. Leaving my identity aside, however, the ship is an impressive work of art. It's hard to believe we're inside one at all, and yet here we are, thousands of arches in the air. Well, it's Ranford's latest model. One would expect nothing less than art. Last I heard, they were advertising it as the largest airship in the world. It is 1,220 yards across, so they're probably right. As far as most of the world knows. You surely know how to make a lady curious. But even with the mask, it's no secret that you're so young, practically still a boy. I wonder how often do you go around charming your way through these drab parties with that aura of mystique? Well, since the mask can't hide all my secrets. Perhaps I ought to make my daring escape before I give away anything more about myself. If you must, although it would be my pleasure to continue keeping your company. It's not every day that one gets to enjoy chatting the night away with a mysterious stranger like this, you know. We could even take a chat somewhere more comfortable, like your room. I would be honored to, fair lady. But only if you can promise the goddess has her eyes turned away. She may blush if she's watching. Meanwhile, I'll refrain from asking why your room would not be an acceptable occasion. And I'll thank you for not forcing me to bring up that offer for now. While the party's in full swing now, this chance is as good as any. There's private rooms on the highest floor of the ship and on the other side of the deck. Okay, let's get to work. I like how they don't even let us look at who it is. Might I interest you in something to drink, sir? We have some well-aged Steinrose if you'd care for some. The Conrad Company might have made a lot of progress in the past 10 years, but that was all thanks to the Rifren Group. They couldn't have done a thing by themselves, so they got no right trying to act big. They need to realize their place. Yes, Lady Lindell is currently resting in her room. She said that she's feeling a little unwell at the moment, you see. Why does she have to choose a party like this to feel unwell? I hope she's not faking it to stay in her room. Must she oppose me at every turn? And I couldn't agree more there. The air of the capital is positively suffocating. I try to get away from it as often as I can, so I spend all my time off in my villa to the south. This truly is a spectacular ship. I was getting sick and tired of looking at the gloomy skies of the capital, so this is a wonderful change of scenery. I'll have to be sure to make the most of the night. I'm sorry, what was that? I said that no mask can hope to disguise the beauty of your ivory white skin, or the luster of those fine red lips. Well, aren't you the flatterer? I must say, I'm impressed at just how reliable the security guards at today's party up here. I've been thinking it was about time to recruit some new personnel to my own private army too. Perhaps I ought to ask Conrad where he found these people. I might be able to recruit some of them too. Being a part of the vast Rhineford Group, the Conrad Company certainly has a strong backing to support it in working towards greater growth. After all, the Rhineford Group is immensely successful, and it manufactures everything from military weapons to household goods. Perhaps I should consider increasing my investment in the group, There's plenty of entertainment to look forward to this evening. Fulan de Ciel's concert will be beginning soon, and at 11 we'll be holding an opera. Be sure not to miss them. Why does that absurd Chancellor think he is? All he's done since marching into politics from out of the army is pass one unpleasant law after the other. I can't understand how he thinks. Where's the benefit in appeasing commoners all the time? You still have much to learn about the ways of the world, young man. The national government is more or less a collection of civil servants with all their flaws and weaknesses. You can get anything out of it as long as you know the right buttons to push. Madam, what a surprising coincidence to find you here. I was unaware that you had been invited to this party as well. Did it happen while you were in Barahide buying furs, perchance? Yes, actually. Still, I would very much appreciate it if you could keep this a secret from my husband. I wouldn't dream of telling him. Pardon me, but you haven't seen my wife around, have you? I keep telling her not to go wandering off without telling me, but she never listens. Hold on. Could this be Madame Frisky's oath of a man? Today's dish of choice is steamed abalone with cream, made to the high standards by our chefs. I must insist you try it, and certainly you'll become a fan. Can I help you? Here on the Louisiana, we will be striving to meet your every need, so please do let us know if there's anything we can do for you. Talk to these two. The chefs here ordinarily work at my hotel, I'll have you know. They may be working in a different environment with different equipment than usual, but that is no excuse for slacking off. Perhaps I'm going to need to keep a watchful eye on them to ensure they don't slip. Stop it, Dad, you're just embarrassing yourself. We're here as guests today. We're supposed to be enjoying ourselves, not concerning ourselves with the party's organization. Now hurry up and go greet that Conrad fellow. You certainly know how to hold a party, Conrad. There aren't many who are wealthy enough to be able to organize a gathering like this in the sky. Oh, absolutely. If my guests are satisfied, then I have done my job. Still, today's party is but a minor diversion compared to what the future holds for us. Quite the gathering we got here. That looks like Marquis Ballard, known for his extravagant spending. This guy is the president of that big jeweler, Currys & Co. Hopefully they'll keep our friend occupied for a while. Let's get going then. Can even make a save so we don't have to talk to them all again. Strange. Felt like someone was watching me for a minute. Forget it. I got work to do. It's private rooms on the highest floor of the ship, on the other side of the deck. Time to move. I see your invite, sir. This you mean? Mathman swiftly presented his invitation. My apologies, sir. This is merely a precaution in order to secure the safety of our lovely guests here. Don't worry about it, I understand. The treasure chest reveals itself to be a crafty mimic and licks your unsuspecting hand. Better break out the disinfectant. Well, this is supposed to be the latest airship from Rheinfeld. It's certainly comfortable enough to be. I have to try and travel on it again whenever I can. Even the furnishings in all these rooms seem to be of the highest class. I have to say, I'm impressed. I just can't seem to relax on board this ship. Everything is just so fancy and luxurious. It's all too much for an old man like me. This is Luciana's library. I hope you'll enjoy your time relaxing here. There are rumors the cause was a new weapon developed by Liberal's army, though that sounds more serious to me. Although it's hard to be sure since the government issued a ban on talking about the whole thing after the fact. Without any official announcement on the matter, all we're left is hearsay. You're talking about when they couldn't use Ormond all of a sudden along the southern edge of Erebonia. I heard that even the trains and international flights in that region had to be stopped on account of it. I haven't a clue what caused it all though. I can't imagine it was anything that serious at least. The ship does have a fine collection of books. I wonder which I should read first. Ah, Cornelia. Well, we've already read it, so... Please refrain from talking loudly when within this room. Maybe we should just click through all of them though. I don't know if there's an achievement for reading all the books. I think there was something about that, so let's just click through them quickly. But if you have watched me play the other games, you know in the first game we did read all of the Cornelia books. And all of the new books that pop up in this game we will be reading. I forgot how long they were. When we read Gambler Jack in the last game, they were not nearly this many pages per... 12 pages per book. I don't even know if we need to do this, by the way, but I'd rather do it, just in case. Oh well. There we go. Let's keep going. The message... Remember, there is but one truth. Love is eternal. Oh, please excuse me. I assume you must be an invited guest. The party is being held in the room at the end of the corridor if you're having difficulties finding the way. Thank you, miss. Are you taking a walk around the ship, sir? If so, might I suggest following the stairs ahead and stepping out into the main deck? I find gazing up at the stars while enjoying the night breeze an especially relaxing way to pass the time. Are you an invited guest perchance? If you are, we would be happy to treat you as an official member of this club, so please do enjoy yourself and make use of the facilities on offer. Can we actually play? Hello there, would be interested in a quick game? No, we can't actually play. I guess the parties over in the room at the end of the hall must be full swing right about now. Just you watch. One day I'll be rich and famous enough to go on fancy schmancy parties too. Spending money is all about having fun, you know. Whether you win or lose is a trivial detail. You need only focus on enjoying the act of spending. People who obsess over winning above all else are base fools who have no right to be here. Come on, black. It's gotta be black this time. It's been red 5 times now. This next one surely has to be black. Please do enjoy your time here. Still do try not to get absorbed into your games. Everything is best enjoyed in moderation. Listen, son. I spent what little money we have just to get on this ship today. This is the life rich people in our country lead. Burn this sight into your memory and never forget it. I'm counting on you to make your way into this world when you're older and make life easy for me. So you want me to grow up and become a soldier and get famous and rich, right? If that lets me spend time on each ships like this, sure, this is so cool. Pine fresh. We need to talk. Make another sale. Hey, I kind of found an invitation to that costume party that was going on right now. What should I do with it? What do you pick it up for? That's only for the super rich people in the first class rooms, not the likes of us. But still. Excuse me, but is this the staircase that is the observation deck? Oh yes it is. Please go on ahead. Thanks. Wrong way. Okay. Oh, might ask what business you have in this area. If you're looking for the observation deck, you can reach through those doors over there. If you're looking for the area where the party's being held, however, you will need to head down the stairs. So this is a new passenger airship model I've heard so much about. Can't say I'm familiar with the sound of its engines anyway. I assume there must be a new model too. Could this man be blind? Oh, Luciana, why are you so beautiful? I do wish your top speed was a little faster than 1000 APH. But nothing can beat you when it comes to the sheer size or capacity. Fitting a whole 1000 people on board isn't something any other airships can boast. I'm sorry for calling out here nowhere like this, but I so wanted to meet with you. But then you came all the way on this ship just for that? You do know what will happen if my father finds out, don't you? Oh, wait, so we couldn't go in that room over there? Now I've gotta go check. I thought we could. May I help you, sir? Oh no, sorry. Okay, we can't actually go in there. Stop right there. The staircase leads to Sir Conrad's private room. I'm afraid I'm going to have to ask you to leave. I figured you'd say something like that. Sorry though, this ain't gonna be your lucky day. Huh? What are you doing? Looks like I'm dealing with a bunch of Jaeger dropouts. They don't seem that well trained either. This will be cake. I sure wish every job I had was this easy. Could we actually go over here? No. This is the prologue, I guess it's very linear. Oh, talk about pointlessly fancy. Alright, now where's the hidden at? Also, I noticed that I've accidentally put the font type to large. I don't know if that's good or bad, but for this episode we'll have it because I don't feel like restarting the game. But I might change it for next episode. Corpse rug is oddly worn. Stand on it? Yes. Oh, would you look at that? Who wants to bet that it's not the only one? Suspicious switch inside the potted plant. Now where's the next one? At his desk, probably. Doubt that's the last one. Or? Oh. Ah, and here we go. Everything so far has been completely in line with what I expected, which means that it's a panel with buttons that have letters written on them. A password of some kind apparently must be entered. And I wonder. I would guess Orpheus. It's the we had that in the second game. Figured as much. Looks like my target this time is one of those toys our friend decided to spread target this time is one of those toys our friends decided to spread around for fun. The fool's luck, huh? A forbidden artifact that lets the bearer pass all but the most obvious lies of his complete truth. Really not the kind of thing a shady weapons dealer should have in his possession. What's going on here? What happened to the two who were on guard here? They were both fast asleep. Seems like whoever did it used a dart or spray of some kind. You think we're dealing with someone in the same business as us? I'd better keep him locked up inside until the party's over. We can give a report to Master Conrad after, but I think the odds are that he's not acting alone. Judging by the security camera footage, I don't think it's that high. That said, there's a definite chance he's got some form of backup that just hasn't acted yet. I'd say we're better off marking all invited guests for the time being. We wouldn't want to let anyone slip through our sights. Did you just laugh at us? Something funny? Oh no, I just thought I should probably apologize for underestimating you. I'd bring you all of us untrained Jaeger dropouts, but maybe you got more going for you than I was giving you credit for. You got guts, I'll give you that. I got no idea how you came to be here, but you should know that Master Conrad is not a merciful man. Don't think you're gonna get out of this in one piece. Even for such a world of pain, you wish you'd killed yourself while you had the chance. Well, that sounds like a fun time. Sadly for you, I've already got my next date lined up, so I won't be able to take you up on that. Huh? How? Oh yeah, I probably should have said this earlier. You really might want to step back from that door, like a lot. What just happened? No way. That door was designed to withstand a direct hit from an orbital cannon. Boy, you guys have no idea how hard it is to hold back with that one. I'm not a huge fan of using it, but I mean, you don't give me much choice. This is a joke, right? A priest. Yep, I'm legit and everything too. So if you're interested in making any confessions, I'd be happy to listen to him. For extra cheap is a limited offer. You guys would have a lot to confess. Don't let on air to him, let's do this. I was hoping for more of a, what, you charge people kind of reaction. Oh well, guess I don't mind cutting to the chase this time. Come get some. Let's see how difficult this is. Oh, UI looks slightly different. This is bad. Is this? Do we have anything that deals damage in like? No. Let's see if we have something that deals damage in a larger. Ooh, this is new.
Let's end this.
We never had this in the last game. That's some good damage. We like that. Good job, Kevin. Oh, he's so delayed though. Please let him play. Ah! We do it again.
Let's end this.
Oh, almost died.
Still a ways to go.
He's a Grail Knight. I'd heard rumors about them, but damn. And curious as I am, I'm probably better off not asking what kind of rumors you've heard. Don't worry though, I'm only here for your client. So you go ahead and have a nice long nap on the farm, okay? You still live to see tomorrow. What kind of monster? Okay, I got what I came for. Let's get back to the party and wrap this job up. Sucks I have to go without taking that lady up on her offer though. She was looking pretty darn fine, and it was obvious her husband wasn't giving her enough squeeze. Then again, I shouldn't go playing with fire too much, huh? Let's get a heal out. They changed the values of a lot of things. Make a save though before we do too much. Yeah, we're playing as Kevin this time. You might have guessed from the ending of last game that he has more going for him than we've got understanding of. Now that I've run some pretty interesting stuff in there, but I better not right now. Okay, let's go the way we came, I guess. I don't know what the best... like this, maybe? That is pretty good. Now we should be able to do the Mortal Punishment.
Let's end this.
Now we can do like crossbow rage on him.
Alright, what's next?
I like the small UI changes though, and I might actually be a fan of having the bigger text. I'm not sure yet. I have to see a little bit more before I can make a full judgment on it. He doesn't have any more quartz, does he? I would have liked him to have some more AoE than he does. More? Doggies. Think they were gonna walk up melee? Can we reach both of them? Oh, we can. This is good then. Oh, they're super tanky. This might be bad. They're really very, very tanky. It's full heal. Nice dodge. Very good. If I Shadow Spear, I can take the crit round, which is nice. Oh, it didn't die. Mortal Punishment, perhaps? Kill one, damage the other? No, it missed! I can't dead then. Oh well. I can't click a restart? Huh. I was about to say. This is what we get for playing on Nightmare. We need kind of perfect execution, and having a miss then is just no. Especially in the tutorial where we're weaker than we might be otherwise. Oh, I wish we would reach both of them. Backed off. Okay, let's get a heal off. Nice. One down. Now is a good time to use Soul Blur. Now crossbow.
Alright, what's next?
We're not too weak. Bunch of new music too for once. Enemies can turn around. I don't know if he'll stay there. He's probably not gonna stay there. Still Mortal Punishment then instead, because then we've guaranteed hit all of them. Oh well, we missed one now, but the other ones got really hurt. Wow, how do you play so much? Hello? Surely killing them is still the right choice here. Hope it doesn't kill me now though. I did. Damn. If only he had cast or something so he could get this thing off. Yeah, this might have been a better play now. Doing that. Then as soon as it's my turn, I can do the Mortal Punishment on them.
Let's end this. Still a ways to go.
That was a better play. Almost leveled. Getting a bit low on EP though. We have some EP charges. Why are we going this way even? Should we be leaving the ship? Okay. Whoa, calm down, they're very spread out. What do we do here? Hope they stack, I guess. Probably not gonna fully though. Now it's a good mortal punishment because we have crit round.
Let's end this.
I killed all of them.
Alright, what's
Nice. Should we use a EP charge, I wonder? Maybe? I would say so. There you are! In the name of the Northern Jaegers, we won't let you go any further. So you really are an active Jaeger Corps, a pretty famous one to boot. Still, I get stuff's rough going for your country and all, but can I just ask you to, I don't know, step aside? How dare you? What do you know about the hardships endured by our people? We won't allow ourselves to be shamed with defeat here, not as long as we suffer. Ah, should've known. Okay then, I'll come at you with all I got. This is a dangerous one. We're probably gonna end up dying here at least once. Don't really see how we avoid that. Get lucky and faint one, I guess. That's kind of what we're hoping for here. Yeah, no. Well, we need to heal now. We'll play super late if we do that. We could Mortal Punishment and then use the ult with him. Let's do that. How long does it take for him to get to play now though? Maybe this was a bad call. Yeah, okay, that was not a good idea. Why can't you click restart immediately now when you die? The first click doesn't do anything. Well, now we need to heal or we're dead, so there's only really one play here. We kinda need to heal again is the problem, and I don't know how we win against 4 people. I don't really know. Would something like Dark Matter kill one of them? Like, do I have some way of just getting a huge advantage? No, that did not kill it. I hoped it would, but... Nice miss. Okay, heal I would say. Heal here. Kill this one. That one dead. Now we're level. Going pretty well so far. What is all this commotion? We believe it to be an intruder, sir. And a competent one at that. An intruder? What do you think I paid a good mirror? What do you think I paid good mirror to hire you for? I don't care if he's alive, we're full of holes, get rid of him! Oh, getting me dead or alive is too much to ask of these guys. Who the hell are you? Wait, a priest? No. Huh. Yeah, I figured something like this is in your position. You'd at least have heard of us. How dare you? Give that back, that's mine! Wrong answer. This belongs to the goddess, and it needs to be rightfully returned to her. It's not something more immortals like you should be keeping for themselves. Kill him. Kill him and get me back my locket, now! Go! Herman Conrad, in accordance with the laws of the Church and in the name of Adios, I am placing you under arrest. You stand charged with the unauthorized possession of and illegal use of an artifact. Don't think you can get away with this. I might be with the Church, but I'm a rifle director. If you lay a hand on me, don't you worry. We cleared this with the big guys already. I'm sure you got a pretty good idea just how recklessly you've been acting with this thing, right? You've been causing a whole lot of trouble for a whole lot of people, you know. Guys like you have a habit of making themselves no shortest for enemies. You've done a stellar job of that. So just accept that your luck's run out and come quietly, okay? No. No! Go! You just couldn't make this easy for me, could you? So much for this being a piece of cake. Catching you guys like this, alive, is more like trying to sneak off with the whole damn thing. Stop right there. Oh, you pulled out all this stuff just for little on me. Now I get why you guys are so popular. There's some quick work getting all dolled up and ready to take me on. Silence! You might have had your way before, but that's not how it's gonna go this time. Just so you know, there's an entire company of us on this ship. Even if you have a hostage you can use against us, you got nowhere to run. We're all lucky boys and girls today, huh? What? What are you talking about? And this idiot here... If this idiot here had been better than the heretic, I would have had to hunt each and every one of you down to the last member. What? What's up with this guy? Well, I'll let it get to you. Keep up the good work for your homeland or whatever. Just don't go giving me us any reason to slaughter you in the process. Impossible. Those Crossraid are monsters. That was quite a splendid show. Our tale is only just beginning, Kevin Graham. After all, I have only just awoken.
Cry for me 君の声が聞こえてる叫んでる僕の名前を強がってた夢は未来を失うのが怖いから夢捨てればそれで何かを償える気がして願いとか愛とか見えないものを追い続ける力が本当の強さ Cry for me 声が聞こえる立ち向かえ自分をごまかさないで Cry for you その声に応えるため今叫ぶ君の名前を
There's the opener over and done with. Some ideas about what's coming up. Septian Church Crossrader operated Special Ops Airship, Merkabah number 5. Congratulations on completing your operation, sir. My thoughts exactly. That seemed to be a rather easy one for you in the end, too. Compared to what they usually like, it was. If I had a bit more time, I could have enjoyed some private time with a real gem of a woman, too. But I'll have to settle for crying myself to sleep tonight. Not this again. Unless you want another earful from the commander, you might want to start taking your work more seriously. I know. Lighten up a little, yeah? I swear I'll never get how you hard-headed types ended up assigned just like her like me. This may come as a shock, but you are a Dominion, you know. We can't very well have you acting alone without any form of backup. As long as you're here and the ship's under your command, then slacker or not, we're here too. Even then, you got a whole lot less squires in your service than you should have. Maybe you should take this chance to gather up a few more? I think I'm gonna have to pass. That'll just make it even harder for me to work on my own. I thought you'd say that. I'd prefer it if you'd actually trust us to help you a little more, sir. I mean, all we could do in the salt pail operation was transport the thing. You say that as if transporting it isn't a huge responsibility in itself. After all, the last thing we wanted was him catching wind of it and becoming wary of us. Is something wrong? Oh, not a thing. Anyway, as per the original plan, we need to get ourselves back to the Arteria ASAP. We should be able to reach there by noon tomorrow, or today now, I guess. Got it. Where's it from? Arteria, apparently. It's a call from Commander Stelnet. Are you kidding me? Getting a call from her right after a mission is always a bad sign. Let's get this over with. Put her through. Alright. Evening, Kevin. It sounds like you did well. Fill me in on the details. It basically went without issue. The artifact was the fool's locket. There were signs of society involvement, but it looks like they cut any ties with him a long time ago. I see. As I thought then. Good work all around. I'd say you deserve a well-earned rest, but unfortunately I can't grant you one right now. And here we go. Something the matter? No, I'm just dandy. Please continue. Well then, as much as I hate to spring this on you immediately after finishing one mission, I've got something I'd like you to do for me. Regarding a heretic, I assume. Not this time. All I want you to do is pick something up. The object in question is currently being held underneath Gransel Cathedral. Gransel? Do you think this object may be somehow related to the Earl? It's a distinct possibility. Can I count on you to handle this? Alright. That said, we definitely got one artifact on this ship that needs transporting back, so I'll let the crew here take that to Arteria. I'll handle going to Liberl on my own. That's fine with me. Oh, incidentally, you won't actually be alone. I'll dispatch a rookie squire to aid you. They'll be serving you from now on, so do play nice, won't you? Wait a minute, wait just 1 minute. You can't just bring a rookie on me out of nowhere like this. Meetings ordained by the goddess always come suddenly and unannounced. Don't worry though, they won't be a burden. The abilities they demonstrated during training were truly something special. Well, I will be praying for your success. Well, congratulations on the new recruit. We were only just saying you could do with more squires serving you. And I was so not down, I can't believe this. She never changes, I swear. Of all the people reading that book had any idea what a healer she is in real life. This is so nice if you understand what they're referring to. That book, a priest. Cornelia. Oh, Cornelia. I always wonder where the publishing it was such a good idea, to be honest. It's a complete advertisement saying we exist to the world. If anything, I'd say a book that wild just serves to make people less likely to believe we really exist. And then the heroine died in it, which obviously is a big fat lie. If that actually met her, they'd know she's the kind of woman who could probably take a bullet to the head and ask for a cigarette first thing. I think we should probably refrain from commenting here. Anyway, you guys heard her. I'm gonna leave taking care of everything else relating to the mission to you guys. Just follow the money trail. There might still be hidden accounts we don't know about. Understood, sir. What will you be doing from here? We'll need to return to Arteria, obviously, but we can drop you off somewhere. You can put me down in any old state we pass on the way there. Perfectly near a town that has international flights going out of it, I guess. Got it. Oh, it looks like the sun started coming up. Prologue, The Gross Ritter. Same day, afternoon. In the skies of Midwestern Cimmeria, roughly 500 cells from Liberl. International Airliner Gretna. Oh, they're gone out of sight now. I wonder if they're busy migrating. Looks like they can't keep up with this ship though. Guess not every bird can be as fast as Sieg. But they were just the cutest. Oh, look who it is. I know you. It really is you. Long time no see, Dorothy. I sure wasn't expecting to run into you here. Funny coincidence, huh? He really is. It's good to see you again too, Father... You don't remember my name, do you? Don't be silly, of course I do. It's, I remember. It's Onion Graham. But of course, how lucky I am to have been named after such a multi-purpose plant. That's not even a name, Dorothy. You really did forget, didn't you? Yet you somehow managed to remember my last name like it was nothing. I was just being silly. A couple of days ago, I had this amazing onion hot pot over in the eastern quarter in Calvard, so I still got onions on the brain. I couldn't believe a hot pot with just onions in it could taste that good, but I swear it did. It was so comforting and sweet. So that's how I ended up saying onion instead of your name. Well, whatever. So if you insist you haven't forgotten, what is my name then? I do insist, I'll never forget. It's lovely to see you again, Jasmine Graham. But of course, how lucky I am to be named after such a fragrant plant. That might be an actual name this time, but it's a woman's name. Oh, I see. So you're here to carry out a follow-up investigation on all that terrible trouble that happened earlier in the year. That's about the gist, yeah? Come to think of it, how'd you end up on an international liner like this? You said you were in the eastern quarter, right? Were you there to write about it for the Liberal News? Yep. Neil actually let me go on my own this time too. Well, that was daring of him. I'm not sure I'd want to let you handle travelling abroad for a report alone. Then again, it's only by taking on positions of responsibility that people can properly grow. I'm doing plenty of that. I mean, I wasn't sure what I'd do when I ended up in Calvert instead of Boise Market, but I managed just fine. Wait a second. Neil told you to go to Boise, not Calvert. He sure did. But then I got on the airship, fell asleep, and before I knew it, I was chilling out in Calvert's capital. Weird, huh? Sounds like you got on the wrong airship to me. Let my brain catch up. So we were in the Republic for literally days when you weren't even supposed to be there at all? Did you even have enough money to manage, or just help us a passport? Well, fortunately, there was someone from the Liberalian embassy at the airport who could issue me a temporary passport, so that was okay. And then tons of people were really nice to me and helped me while I was there, said all the dough a girl could ask for. I don't even know where to start. Neil must be worried sick about you, huh? You think? He didn't sound so hot when I called yesterday to say I'd be coming back to the office today. I kept telling him that all the smoking is bad for him, but he never listens. I don't think you can pin the crime on tobacco this time, Missy. Thank you all for taking this journey aboard the Gretna today. We'll be arriving at our terminal, Gransell Casilli, in roughly 30 minutes. Best you take this chance to check that you have all your belongings with you and to return to your seats before we begin our landing. Until then, please enjoy the remainder of your flight. Sounds like we're almost there. I'm gonna have a walk around the ship to kill some off the last half hour. How about you? I'm not sure. I suppose I might as well go and snap some more photos. It's not often I get to take an international liner like this. Sounds like a plan. See you later then. Later. First time we get to do a airliner walk as not Estelle. Just gonna check, have we been given anything? New photo for him, I think. Not the same one as the last game. Did you hear the announcement, sir? If not, we will soon be arriving in Gransell City, so it might be wise to check if you have all your belongings on your person while you still have time to look for anything that's missing. My sister can be unbelievably stubborn sometimes. How am I supposed to enjoy sightseeing when she's being like this? No, I'm not budging on this. We're going to the Herbal Villa after Gransell Castle, and that is final. I can't believe you're actually considering just going around fishing of all things. I'm really not very good with heights. I mean, it's not phobia level or anything, I'm just really not very good with them. Check downstairs. Why do you want to know what I wanted to be as a child to begin with? That's not really something you normally tell complete strangers with cameras in their hands, you know? I'm on to you, mister. You can't distract me. This is a serious news report here, so please answer my questions. She sure is making good use of those reporters' privileges. We're approaching the Belgian Ridge. Be careful of potential air disturbance in this air turbulence in this area. I know. I've been doing this route for 3 years now. I know what I'm doing, man. Heading west-northwest, yahoo! I don't even want to be here right now. Why do I even have to go out of my way to see him anyway? It's not fair. Alright, the oval pressure looks perfectly normal. Oh, sorry. I'm going to ask you not to come down here, sir. Phew, that was one amazing business discussion. I never thought I'd see the day when Murano wouldn't have the upper hand in one, but it just happened. The world is full of surprises. That bargainer really knew how to put up a good fight for someone so young. Still, I got an excellent information dealer working for me too. So the next time we do business, it's going to be a 6-4 deal in my favor. No, scratch that, 7-3. I used to be a sailor back in the day, but now I always use airships to get around. They're way faster than boats for one thing, and unlike orbital buses, you don't end up with a sore ass after a long journey either. Oh wait, can I go have a look outside? Can I? No, you can't. Please sit down like a good girl. We're almost there now anyway, so just be quiet. Finally back home in Liberl. Which means it's time to start thinking of getting a house for ourselves. What kind of house would you like? It's Armand and Lily. The two of us spent a half year traveling all around the continent. I kind of wish for a better honeymoon. I'm so glad I chose him to spend my life with. My wife went back to her family's home. I mean, I'm as aware as anyone that I've been so busy with work lately that I haven't been able to spend any time with her, but if I'd known was going to come to this, I would have sat down and talked to her about it a long time ago. Wee! Being out here feels amazing! I never went in here. Oh wait, that's where we started, right? Don't go getting yourself too worked up now, man. You just end up screwing up even more, like usual. Anyway, first thing is stopping by the central factory in Size. There's no better place to learn about cutting-edge orbital tech than here. I'm gonna really have to make the most of it, really. The cleaning staff for these airships really do a splendid job, don't they? They're a fine role model for the rest of the service industry. I'm off to see my grandchild and grandson. We haven't seen one another in 3 years now. I've been really worried with all the trouble that's been happening in Liberl. Yes, I'm finally almost in Liberl. Why did I come, you ask? Because it's the last spot that the ancient dragon was sighted. There's no information on where it went after it showed up here, so if I want to try and pursue it, this is the best place for me to come. As soon as we land, I need to go and talk to the lieutenant to see if he knows anything. This is a passenger announcement. We'll soon be arriving in Gransdal City, the terminus of this liner. We suggest that all passengers return to their seats as soon as possible, as the airship may be unsteady during landing. Ah, it's so lovely to be back here again. The Republic was a wonderful place too, but you can't beat the air here in Liberl. You wouldn't believe all the stuff that happened half a year ago looking at Gransdal now either. It's all completely back to normal. The people here sure are strong for what's usually a peaceful country. Well, it's a country ruled by a queen. Everyone knows women are tough in the face of adversity. I'm not sure whether you're a perfect example of that or the opposite. You heard about the air here though. It is nice. Nostalgic almost. Makes me feel a little homesick. Your home's in Arteria, right? The place with all the really big churches and stuff? Nah, I'm not actually from Arteria. Not many people are. It's actually pretty damn small, like smaller than most states around the continent. It's where the high seat of the Septuagint Church is, so lots of pilgrims and clergymen gather there, but few are actually born there. Oh really, So where are you from then? Dorothy! Oh Neo, I'm home, did you miss me? Did I miss you? Of course I missed you, what an idiot's name have you been doing? I sent you to Bose, how did you end up in Calvert? We're definitely not in westbound liner, I'm sure of it. I really don't know. Oh wait, I might actually know. Go on then, spit it out. I bet I'm a sleepwalker. After I got on the right airship, I fell asleep and then sleepwalked onto the wrong one. To think that all this could turn out to be a part of some elaborate murder plot. Wowie, all of a sudden I feel like I've walked right into a mystery novel. Sleepwalkers don't change airships, you idiot. I'm all out of breath now. Are you alright? I really do think you should cut down on your smoking. You're not as young as you used to be, you know. Alright, your 30th birthday was last Friday too, wasn't it? Happy birthday. I bought a cake over in Calvert and had a big celebration for it too. How is it you can remember useless crap like that and not the things that actually matter? I bet you were just looking for an excuse to eat cake all by yourself, weren't you? You should have seen it, Neil. It was made of Eastern matcha, so it was unlike any cake I'd ever seen. A perfect blend of sweetness and bitterness was just sublime. I took loads and lots of cute pictures of it, so I'll show you them all later. You brought pictures of a cake? At least bring back a souvenir. Man, I always felt like they could go into business as a comedy duo and actually make money off it, but they're in more of a crack-up now. Wait a second. Nice to see you again, Neil. You're looking same old, though. Maybe not so happy about that. But what are you doing here? Please, please tell me she didn't end up going to Arteria and causing trouble there too. Your wish is my command. We just ran into one another on that airship by total coincidence, that's all. Oh, good. You had me worried for a minute. I was so scared Steve she'd gone and smashed some super expensive stained glass windows in the cathedral there or who knows what. I'm so sorry for what you have to put up with. You're too much of a worrywart. Whose fault do you think that is? Still, it's good to see you again, Father. What brings you to Liberl? Something else happened here? Oh, just a bit of work-related business I gotta take care of. It's not part of a major investigation, so don't go getting your hopes up. Nothing of interest is gonna happen. I'll be the judge of that. Anyway, so what? Where are you staying for the time being? Grandson Cathedral? I'll have to drop by and say hi sometime when you get the chance. Go for it. In the meantime, I'm dragging your butt right back to the office, Dorothy. You're going to tell us all about what the hell you've been doing these past 2 weeks. You betcha. I snapped photos of every meal I had while I was over in Calvert, so I'm sure if we develop them, I'll be able to remember everything. I'm not talking about your gourmet report. Seeing those two together really makes it sink in that I'm back here. Think about it, I wonder how all the others are doing. I know Estelle and Joshua are abroad at the moment, but I've got no idea what the others are up to. Besides you, Father Graham. Lieutenant Colonel Sid. It's good to see you again. I'm pleased to see you've been keeping well since last time we met at that banquet. Same to you, sir. Gotta say, I wasn't expecting you to be at the army representative who came to meet me, though. I figured it'd be Julia. It may have been, but she's currently out on another mission, so unfortunately you have to make do with me. I didn't have anything better to do, so I came in her place. There's no need to be so modest. A little bird told me that you're going to be promoted to full-on colonel soon, aren't you? I shouldn't be surprised that your people have such good information network, but I still am. Still, I'm afraid I still feel the position is too much responsibility for me as I am. Brigadier General Bright still has plenty of work left in him too. I wouldn't want to take any of it from him. Poor Cass is still getting work to the bone now. Anyway, getting down to business, it's in Grandson Cathedral, right? That's correct. It's being kept underneath it to be more specific, although I imagine you're already aware of that much. I hear laymen like myself can't even enter it without the knight's permission. Pretty much, it's a special place, you see. I'll fill you in on the details when we get there. Alright then. Well, we may as well head there right away. There's someone I want you to meet in the cathedral. Huh, who? Let's just say someone who's been assisting with this case. They'll be apprising you of the details on what you're dealing with here. That Anton sitting outside there. In the same spot as always. I don't know if we're gonna be able to walk around actually. They're kind of saving me if they don't let me do that. Because it's a lot. Oh, there you are. Good to see you again, Archbishop. You look very well. And you must be... I wasn't expecting you to be quite this young. How old are you? Huh? 22, but... That's a lot younger than I expected. Are the Crossroads really so short-staffed that they're handing out their most important post to kids? You can't blame me for assuming the 5th Dominion would look more of a veteran, can you? Your surprise is written all over your face. Someone in your position should have much better poker face than that. Maybe you need to redo your training from scratch. Or are you just acting, I wonder? How do you... Professor Russell, please. He isn't here for you to try and pick a fight with him. Please try and be a little less deliberately provocative. What? Hell no. He's here to steal the thing we went through so much effort to bring up, and you want me to play nice? And kindly don't call me that ever again. I don't want to be addressed in the same way as that old coot. Of course, ma'am. Wait, Russell? Then are you... I suppose I should introduce myself. I'm Erica Russell. I'm sure it's not a name you're going to be forgetting anytime soon. Still, I sure didn't expect to run into little Tira's mother here. I'd heard you and your husband were both living abroad. What brought you back? What do you think? After all that went down here, there was no way I was staying out of the country any longer than I had to. Though with how remote the region we were in is, it was all over by the time the word reached us. Had we found out sooner, I sure wouldn't have let that maniac pull half the crap he did. Doesn't sound like you're too happy with the professor nowadays, huh? Talk about an understatement. That whack job actually took my little girl to that floating city with him. I get that he's soft towards her, but that's no excuse for exposing her to danger. That's fair. And if that isn't bad enough, he let that red-headed scumbag get near her too. That other credit isn't fit to be within 50 yards of my darling Tita. Never mind actually get friendly with her. So you don't like Agate, huh? Don't you speak that filthy name in front of me ever again. When I'm finished with him, he'll wish he'd never been born. He might have survived that last onslaught, but we'll see how he fares against an even more powerful unit, won't we? I get the feeling this is a matter we're better off not prying into. I thought the same, so I don't know any more about it than you do. Incidentally, the Professor Russell you're more familiar with is currently vacationing abroad. As such, she has been assisting us with this case in his place. I see. Are you two listening to me? Of course, sorry. Well, whatever. The staircase sure is long though. How much farther do we have to go? Not much, as far as I know. Yep, there we go. Dead end. I hope you got a good explanation for this. I do. This isn't a dead end, but to go any further, I'm going to need you to undertake a ritual of sorts for me. But this certainly took a turn for the strange. Is this an example of the church's famous thaumaturgy? Something like that, yes. Specifically, I would like you to undertake a form of suggestion. I'm not sure I follow. You want us to promise not to tell anyone what we see here, right? That's a little extreme, so no. The Colonel is obviously going to need to report what happened here to his superiors, for one thing. All I want you to promise that you won't tell anyone who you aren't certain you can trust. I don't need you to say it, I just need to think and believe it. Weird, but alright. If that's all you want us to do, so be it. I feel the same way. Should we deliberately repeat it in our minds then? You don't even need to do that. It should just come completely naturally to you. Alright, here goes. In the name of she who dwells above do I hold this concentrated septium. Space golden glow, consciousness silver glow. By your opposing natures, reveal to them the path that leads to your sacrament. What? How did that door appear? Thank you both for your assistance. I can see that you were true to your word. I see. So if we just said it but didn't really mean it, we wouldn't be able to see anything, right? And yet, I can hardly believe what had happened. I imagine it would be uncouth of me to ask how all this works. Yeah, I'd really rather you didn't. Anyway, come on in. Primal ground. Wow, unbelievable. All these years, I had no idea that such a place lay hidden beneath Gransell Cathedral. While it's not exactly something we publicize, it was built in accordance with the agreements between the church and royal family. It has but one purpose, to suppress the power of ancient artifacts and keep their influence in check. I see. Its importance to you Grosvenor is quite clear then. I'd assume there are similar ones in places other than Liberl too. Well, I won't deny it. Anyway, we call this place a primal ground. Now there's a deep name if I ever heard one. It's the original ground the others are based on in Arteria. I'll take that as a yes. Oh, I'm not confirming anything. I was just thinking about how much you take after the other Professor Russell. I'll thank you not to associate me with him. He might trump me a little in the theoretical side of things, but when it comes to the practical side of herbal science, I could beat him in my sleep. And I was the one who designed the fundamental systems of the Capel and the Arcel, you know. Really? Nice. But I think we're getting off topic here. This is the object in question, right? That's correct. It was pulled up 3 days ago from the area where the Liberox sank, and we believe it to be an artifact. 3 days prior, roughly at the center of Valeria Lake. Where the Liberox sank. Damn, sun's going down already, huh? If this boat turns out to be the bust, we're probably gonna have to call it quits for today. We can only hope. Professor Russell is certain that this is the area where we should be looking. Yep, and if she says it's here, it's here. Unfortunately, as you know, Valeria's Lake is about the deepest a lake gets. Depending on how small the thing we're looking for is, actually finding it could still be a real task and a half. Is it likely to be small though? The herbal reading suggested we're dealing with quite a large object, I believe. But I wouldn't judge its size based off those. Professor. Hey there, kiddo. Finished getting us our nearest middle location. Just about. It'd be real swell if you knocked it off with a kiddo though. I'm not sure it's the most appropriate way to address a married woman, much less one who's already popped out a child. Sorry, but old habits die hard, you know. Hard to make the switch when I've been calling you that since you were about knee-high. Well, I'll let you off this time. Back to work. You ask your subordinates to stand down for the time being, Colonel? Is this the spot then? We're able to calculate exactly where the object is. Give or take an arch, yes. Judging by the readings, what we're trying to pull up isn't all that big either. Probably about 50 reach, maybe even less. You're serious? I thought we were dealing with a real monster, not something the size of Antoine. Still, if it does turn out to be an artifact, this could get problematic. Unfortunately, the church isn't gonna want us to let us keep it, that's for sure. I really cannot stand them. No matter how hard you work to get your hands on something, the second it turns out to be an artifact. They swoop in like it's their goddess given right to have it. It ticks me off. Easy there, we don't know for sure that this is even an artifact yet. Regardless, I'll pass on the message to my subordinates right away. I'll leave the rest here to you, Gustav. You got it. Let's see what we're dealing with, yeah? Okay, that's the spot. Go on ahead. Yes, ma'am. Beginning the salvage operation. God, that sounds just fills me with dread. Does the salvage crane sound like it's in a poor condition to you? And that's not really what I meant. I just can't bring myself to like artifacts, you see. Can't explain how they have the power they do, but they have it, and it's not something we can ignore either. As a researcher, I can barely imagine anything more frustrating. Even when we can't help but be captivated by them, we're well aware that any attempts to solve their mysteries is pointless. When you put it that way, I can understand how you must feel. Half a year has passed since all the chaos came to an end, and on the surface, we're back to normal. But even now, we still don't know what truly happened here or what it signified. Yeah, not that I was here to see it all happen, of course. The crane arm reached the bottom of the lake. I'm gonna attempt to grip the object. Swing and a miss. Moving 30 reach to the right. There we go. Yep, we got it. Wanna pull it up? At least two. Moment of truth, huh? Here we go. What? Oh my. I see. Still looking at it. Correct. There were orbital readings coming from the artifact when we found it, but not anymore. That is strange. And I'm sure I don't need to spell out the significance of that, do I? No, it's plain as day why you decided to stay and wait for me now. If an artifact has lost its power, it's exempt from the traditional agreements governing them and doesn't need to be given to the church. Is that it? You already understand me so well. We can cut right to the chase then. The orbital readings disappeared just before we handed the artifact over to the cathedral, as it so happens. It's currently being looked at after here, but the formal procedures to transfer ownership have yet to be completed, making its legal owner unclear. So, in your expert opinion, what should be done here? This is a tricky one. I'm assuming Liberl wants to assert ownership of it in this scenario, right? If anything, it's the Professor here wants to do that. I'm merely here accompanying her as a representative of the Royal Army. The only reason it's not lying at the bottom of Valeria Reek right now is because of ZCF's salvage efforts. I'd say we have every right to keep it personally. From what I've heard, it's completely impossible to analyze an artifact that's no longer active. I don't see how it'd be any use to your research as things stand now. But you sure you want it that badly? Oh, absolutely. We're talking about an object found at the site of where a massive flying city used to be. I might not be able to see it happen, but it sounds like everything we thought we knew about the world was more or less proven wrong. You know, by the truth that you people in the church have kept hidden for the past, oh I don't know, 1,000 years. As for the Ouroboros group, they don't make much more sense than you guys. The more I hear about their advances in technology, the less I can work out how it's even possible. I don't know what the truth is or what's really happening here in this land, but I can't stand by and feign disinterest in knowing the answers anymore, and I'm far from alone. So as long as there's the slightest chance that artifact could shed light on all of what I want to know, I want it. I think you made your point, Professor. It's not as though interrogating him will achieve anything. Sure enough. Well, you've heard what I gotta say. It's now up to you to tell us what you're going to do. Will you hand over that lump of metal, or won't you? Well, that brief hesitation was all it took to spawn a great evil. Who is she? No way. He crawled through the fields, ran through the hills, and spread disaster in the skies above. An excerpt from the Book of Ether, verse 2, Disaster Unleashed. I apologize for delaying coming, Father Graham. My name is Rias Argent, and I'm a squire of the Crossraider. I look forward to working under you. I didn't think we'd end up having more company. Wait a second. Is something the matter? So that's how they think they can get me, is it? But they can't just bribe me so easily, I'm better than that. Maybe I underestimate the Crossraider. I think they can break my will to fight by sending a girl like you my way, do they? But I'm not going to go down so easily, because I got a secret weapon of my own. Behold, the most powerful force in the universe! That's Tira, isn't it? How cute. Isn't she? Isn't she? I bet you just want to jump into this photo and squeeze her like a stuffed toy right now, don't you? I should have known a cutie patootie like you would be able to appreciate the same qualities in others. Anyway, that's why no matter how freaking adorable you happen to be, you can't take me down, because I got natural immunity. I beg your pardon, but I'm afraid I'm not really following. You keep saying that someone is cute, but are you referring to me? Who else would I be talking about? You've got such an aura of maturity about you, and yet your features still have that irresistible trace of innocence in them. And then they throw you into a sister's habit to compliment it all like a little cherry on top. That's the most flattering habit I've ever seen. If I didn't have my protective field, I'd be in real danger here. Why are you looking at me like that? I'm just saying. Might I inquire as to the identities of the people with you, Father Graham? Sure. The lady Professor Erica Russell of the ZCF, while the gentleman is Lieutenant Colonel Sid of the Royal Army. Seriously though, Father Graham, really? Ah, so you're the people who initially discovered the artifact then. Thank you for your cooperation in our work. We'll take over looking after it from here on out. That will be all. Wait what? Hold on a minute, we hadn't finished deciding what to do with it yet. Perhaps not, but my intuition was to save you the time and effort required to do so by making the correct judgment myself. Whether it lost power or not, that is no ordinary artifact. It's potentially related to one of the Septarians. I'm surprised you even humoured the option of letting an outsider take custody of it. I mean... Well, you sure know how to pick a fight. Go on then, what legal basis do you have for taking it from us? The agreements with the church quite clearly state that artifacts have lost their power, are exempt from the usual rules. I have no legal basis, yeah, but you have no more of one for keeping it. If we are following the agreements to the letter, no one is allowed to assert ownership of inactive artifacts. It belongs to neither you nor me. It is simply an abandoned object with no owner whatsoever. What? So all you got is I don't need a reason, it's mine and that's final? To put it bluntly, yes. If that's how you want to play it. What's your take on this, Graham? Well, by all means. Me, I thought I'd be kicked out of this conversation. But, well, I can't say I don't want to take it back to Tartaria with us. But after all the help the girl's given us, I'd feel kind of bad just snatching it from them without even giving them a valid reason. Both agreements have a degree of merit, but neither is clearly more correct. I'm not quite sure how you solved this one. You do know that you're smack dab in the middle of this too, right? What? My... What is it? Why do you both look so surprised? What do you mean, why? Did the two of you not hear that? Hear what? Wait, oh. Wow. Oh, no way. That thing wasn't giving off any orbital readings at all anymore. Zero. Zip. Why is it suddenly active again? I believe the settles our dispute. It sure does. So the real artifact was inside, huh? Never seen one quite like it. Looks like a box of some kind, or a cube maybe. Oh. I'd like to thank you two for your cooperation in the recovery of this artifact. In accordance with the pact of the Church, I, Kevin Graham, will be assuming custody of it from here on out. You and all who aided you have the Septian Church's deepest appreciation. Argument over. I thought we were never gonna escape. Eric sure doesn't know when to quit. That's a kind of way of putting it. I couldn't believe what I was hearing right at the end though. Just as I thought she'd maxed out her crazy talk to spew, she goes and shouts, "Well, if you're going to be taking that, then I'll be taking her." I thought Annalise was one of a kind cuteness freak, but she might actually have some stiff competition. Annalise? Oh, sorry. She's a girl I met while I was here last time. She's a bracer, about your age, I think. Oh. Reyes? Yes? You're not mad at me, are you? For not keeping in touch with you? Father Graham? Yes? 5 years is a long time. Just as you have changed and progressed in rank significantly during those years, so have I. The Reyes Arden standing before you is a squire of the Gauthrader, not the girl you once knew. I'm here to servant to protect you, nothing more. Come on, Reyes. You need not concern yourself with how I feel. If you don't treat me as a subordinate, then there's little reason for me to be here serving you. With that talk out of the way, we need to board the last international liner out of Groundsel, don't we? We should start making our way over to the landing port. Wait a sec. Was that your... was a figment of your imagination? Huh? You seem to be tired, Father Graham. I see no other explanation as to why you're hearing sounds that clearly don't exist in reality. I think you ought to try to have some rest when you reach there. As I was saying, I think you ought to try to have some rest. Don't even try to tell me that one was my imagination. Man, for a second I thought you'd changed, but you haven't. Not one bit. You're still the same perpetually hungry Reyes I remember. This is just a simply psychological phenomenon. My lack of control is proof that I still have plenty of training ahead of me. I can only apologize for my own inability. Since when did not being able to turn off your stomach become something you have to apologize for? Besides, I wouldn't have you any other way. You're forever gonna be the girl who was always getting caught sneaking off into the kitchen and trying to stuff her face to me. I'll be going on ahead. Hey, wait a sec. You're in my way, please move. I'm sorry, okay? I didn't mean to push my luck. I just got carried away thinking of all times, that's all. You have no reason to apologize. Nor do I see any point in you doing so, because there are few things in this world that carry less weight than one of your apologies. Damn, finally biting back, huh? Well, while I've only got a 50-50 chance of you listening to me, can you knock it off with the Father, Graham? Or even Father, for that matter? For what reason? I don't know if you're doing it because you feel like you have to do it, or because you want to act all distant. But there's no way I can get used to it, like ever. It weirds me out. So please, call me Kevin, same as you always did. What if I refuse? Then I'll beg you until you change your mind. I'll get down on my knees if I have to. You certainly would. Well, you know what they say, you can't teach an old dog new tricks. I know it's been a while since, but I'm way too set in my ways now. The one left me... Sorry, didn't quite catch that. It was nothing. Still, I can't very well refuse an order from my superior, so... Oh no, you're not playing that game. It's not an order, it's a favor. Very important distinction. Bleh. So selfish, Kevin. There we go, that's what I wanted. But just so we're clear, even if I've changed how I address you, the fact that I'm your subordinate hasn't changed in the slightest. Don't forget that. Yeah, I know. We can talk like we used to, but there's no way we turn back the clock the way things used to be. Oh, and one more thing. Still got some time until the last airship leaves, so how about we head over to the department store in the East Block? We can grab you something you can eat. I like the sound of that. I propose buying all the bread they have left. Didn't know you were that hungry. I thought you were joking when you said you were going to buy everything they had left. The girl behind the counter looked like she had thought you were a freak of nature. This is just another example of Adios' divine providence. It's better that they're bought by someone who intends to consume them than have the poor things be thrown away. Yeah, you're a real bleeding heart, but that much? I hope you're not spending your entire salary on food. I'll have you know that you have nothing to worry about. There are few people in this world who know how to make better use of sales and special offers than I. Whatever makes you happy. It's not my business how you blow your mirror at the end of the day. Still, while I'll give you that my getup is right at the top of the suspicious charts, I'm pretty sure anyone would be confused if a woman in a sister's habit came wandering into their shop after dark to buy out the leftovers. Oh, stop your grumbling. And it's almost time for us to leave. We should make our way out to the landing port. I'm not sure how much longer my stomach can wait. Yes, ma'am. It's some... Sorry, that stomach of yours is gonna have to wait a little longer. Unforgivable. I don't know who this fiend is, but as long as I don't kill them, I can go as far as I like, right? I sympathize, but you might want to calm down a little. Still, whoever they are, they're not very good at tailing people. Quite. I doubt they have much experience. They do seem to have undergone some degree of training, however. Yeah. Oh well, sad to say, but we're going to have to skip today's last airship out of here. Do you know of a good place to strike? Oh, I do. I know the perfect place. Ah, where did they go? I saw them enter this area, I'm sure of it. It was you, huh? What? How? How did you discover me? My stealth abilities are the height of perfection. You're just like I remember you, still way too sure of yourself. Who might he be? Well, he's technically part of Ouroboros. He's about as low ranking a member as you can get, though. I see, he does look the part. How dare you? I'll have you know, I'm very much on the top. On the up. And as for you, what do you mean he just looked the part? You couldn't look more like a nobody if you tried. You're the kind of person who constantly throws himself into things too big to handle and ends up sabotaging himself without anyone lifting a finger. You refuse to learn from any of your failures too. What? You haven't lost your touch. I'm impressed how accurately you were able to judge his character after talking to him for, like, a second. I didn't even need to talk to him. He oozes irrelevance from his every pore. You... cocky, aren't you? But let's see how long that cockiness lasts. Bah. A Templar sword. So that's what you picked, huh? Just like you chose a bowgun as your weapon of choice, I chose a Templar sword for mine. That's all there is to it. Gotcha. Impossible. What did you just do? I don't even know how I got hit. It's a weapon used by the Grocer that costs a Templar sword. The blade's made up of multiple pieces held together by wires that let the user extend it at will. Anyway, it's time that those lips start flapping. What's a wanted criminal like you doing here in Grancel? How much of our business do you know? Why should I have to answer your... You don't know when to give up. Start talking. Now. Before she's not in a good mood. And you don't want to make her any madder. Looks like I only got one option. I'm so sorry, forgive me. I'm only here because I crash landed. I didn't even want to come here. And after I did, I happened to see you too, so I decided to follow you, I swear. Maybe I misjudged him. There might be more to him than meets the eye, in a sense. That's a nice way of putting it. So go on, keep talking. You said you crash landed here. That means there's an Ouroboros airship somewhere near here that you came on, right? No, there isn't. I did crash land, but it wasn't on board an airship. It was on board this. What the? He has an archaism? Not too reverent now, am I? Eh? Show them what you can do, G-Epish. Now then, take them down.
Charge complete! Get up!
Thank you for pushing him out of it. Very kind of you. Let's try hitting with her. Yeah, she's pretty physical.
Take that!
He still can't interrupt. Which means she's gonna get hit. Still think moving him out is the right play though. Can she heal? Yes. It's pretty slow though. But it's the best we got.
I hold in my hand the glory of the light.
I like that animation. Okay, what are her crafts? She has an impede. She can recur KO on people? That's pretty damn good. Oh, she missed. Now Gilbert's down. Unless he can revive Gilbert, that would be annoying. This thing seems pretty damn tanky. Is it better to shoot it with... Yeah, it is better. No arts on this one. I guess it has art defense up, I just saw that. No. Okay, that's a lot of damage. Healer. Let's try using it, you gotta see if it does good damage. Not very.
Take that!
I can't interrupt this. Gotta move out. Always does it when it's not her turn. Now he doesn't have art defense up, so let's try... Yeah, now arts work. And now he's got art defense up again. I didn't last very long. And she doesn't have an S-craft either. Why are we missing so much? Pretty much already won though. Well, not gonna throw because of that. Oh, she just healed him. I thought she could do it on herself. She can't heal herself. Okay, good to know. Crossbow raid.
All right.
Pretty good.
Next?
No! Curse you! Do you have any idea how much I had to go through to earn that? You're really full of surprises, aren't you? I'm surprised, Reyes. You know how to get the best out of that thing. Not at all. I've still got a lot to learn. Especially if I want to be half as good as my sister. Still, I'm no different. Kevin, Anyway. I've read you out of tricks now, so you're ready to give up and come quietly? If you don't try and cause anyone trouble, I'll hand you over to the soldiers here and leave it at that. You plan to hand me over to the Royal Army? That's your best option. If you really want us to take you back to Eteria instead, that's cool by me. But if you go with that one, I can't guarantee your safety. I'll leave that one to you. Again? What was that? This thing again? It starts glowing so randomly. Maybe it's reacting to something. What is that thing? What are you planning on doing? Nothing to you, don't worry. Shut up for a sec. What is up with this thing? Haha, so the time to begin is finally upon us. Huh? What? When did you... It's a pleasure to see you again, Kevin Graham. Traverser of the pathless darkness, repenting of his transgressions with the sin of a stigma forever on his back. Who the hell are you? Wah! Kevin! Thus my lord was revived and the door to Gehenna opened. Come forth, offerings. Come forth, lost lambs. Burn to ashes in the ever-blazing flames. What happened? Why did I... Where am I? Hey, Rias! Rias, are you okay? What's going on? Kevin? Where are we? I'm glad you're okay. How are you feeling? Any pain? I feel sick. You do? My stomach's going to implode if it doesn't get any food soon. I'm starting on all that food we bought. Sure, I'd normally be just as down for food as you are, but come on. Is that really what you should be thinking about right now? There's nothing in this world more important or fundamental than eating. But if you must change the subject. I remember a strange man appearing, then that cube glowing white off the sudden. Then... Yeah, I don't remember any more than that either. But take a look around us. Stone bookcases? Are we inside some kind of ruin? No, wait. What? The Hermit's Garden. Yeah, so much for this being an easy assignment. Prologue, The Grass Rider, End. I just remembered though, when the game starts there is a cutscene, which is probably a good time to do it now. So I'm just gonna quit the game real quick, and we're gonna boot up. We'll continue right from here afterwards. But I couldn't show it as I was starting the recording, you know. So we'll start up the game now and we'll show that cutscene. I'll try not to skip it. It feels like it always skips when I start the game, but... That brief hesitation was all it took to spawn a great evil. It crawled through the fields, ran through the hills, and spread disaster in the skies above. Book of Esther, verse 2. Disaster unleashed. It's the thing Rias mentioned. I don't know if I have to skip this. No. Okay. There we go. Now you've seen that part too. Don't feel like you're missing out. Continue from where we were. Chapter 1, Phantasma. Ignorant cults. The kin of Vargarna, the Cosmographia, and here... Oh, here's the Asher fragments. Whoever manages this library must have some kind of out-of-the-world connections to have gathered this many rare books from all over the place. Whoa, is this a copy of the Eastman Tales? What's a banned book doing here? The guys over at the Congregation for the Sacrament would flip their lid if they saw this thing. And they aren't just old and rare books either. I found one that was published this year. No way? What's it called? It's called Liberlian Cuisine, published by the Liberal News Service. That can't be real. What's that doing here mixing with all the other stuff? You sure you aren't pulling my leg? Your guess is as good as mine. The photographs of food in that look delicious, however. I bet they do. There's this girl named Dorothy who works for us, for the LNS, and she's one incredible photographer. Oh yeah, I don't know how I forgot, but weren't you hungry? I was, but I finished eating while you were so busy looking at the books here. I did save some for you, of course. I ran over a smidgen of her egg salad sandwich. How fast did you eat? Wait, we bought that poor store's entire bread supply and this is all that's left? They were perfectly baked too. The flour used was clearly of high quality, but bread like that can't be made without excellent water either. I think I like the Liberl. Well, I can't deny the country's got great grub to try all around. Let's get off the subject of food already. I know. There's something truly odd about this place. We should have a thorough look around. Yeah, I'll come think of it. It's completely stopped glowing now. Might as well be inactive again. Doubt it was a coincidence that it started glowing just before we were sent here. This is no ordinary artifact, that's for sure. Give it to me, Kevin. I'll look after it. Well, why? Protecting you is my duty as your squire. As such, I can hardly stand by and let you keep something that poses such danger in your person. I should be the one to keep it. Wait a minute, Reyes. Give it to me. Look. First, we still don't have any conclusive proof that this cube is the reason we ended up here. Second, despite me being the one who had it up until this point, you're here with me anyway. So unless you plan to take it off and run as far away from me as possible, who's holding it won't make a damn bit of difference. But still. Sorry, but this time I'm actually ordering you. You wouldn't disobey an order from your supervisor, would you? Superior, would you? Alright then. But if you find out for sure that it really is dangerous, promise me you'll get rid of it. That's all I want you to agree to. Alright, promise. Anyway, you up for some exploring? I don't know what's up with this place, but it's time to try and find out. Fine by me. There are a number of very valuable books here. For some reason, a copy of Liberlian Cuisine also sits among them. Huh? What's that? Well, this is foreboding. Doesn't look to be a relic of the ancient Siberian civilization, though. I agree. As far as I can tell, it's not any kind of device, simply a stone monument. Oh, there's something written at the bottom. Ah, so there is. Let's see. The Hermit's Garden. What's this supposed to mean? I'm not sure. It could be a message or maybe even... Actually, let me look it over some more before I say anything. Nope, can't find any hidden switches or the like anywhere. You were right, it really is just a stone monument. Shall we try destroying it and see if anything happens then? I get first hit. Wait, no way! Just because we've established it isn't some kind of device doesn't mean nothing bad will happen if we go smashing it to bits. Don't worry, I was just joking. You so weren't. Anyway, let's save extreme options like that until after we've explored all our more reasonable ones. I say we should go and look around somewhere else. Okay. Check up here, I guess. Oh, as far out as the eye can see. This where are we? Beats me. Still, wherever we are, it's big. Judging by how our voices don't echo anyway. Yeah. Which side do we go to? Doesn't matter, I guess. What's this? Not sure, I'll take a closer look. Solar seal. Lunar seal. Bunch of sepith. We dumped all the sepith on the ground. Well, whatever. Don't think anyone will complain if we take it. Don't tell me you're feeling disappointed it wasn't food. You're incredible. I didn't know you knew how to read people's minds with your thaumaturgy. Was that part of your Dominion training? It sure wasn't. All I needed was to know you. Is this the A rank bonus things? Yes, it is. Kevin, you're getting both of them. CP and auto CP. This is really good. Gonna help a lot. Oh, this is nice. Looks like some kind of rest area or something. But why? What's it doing here? Well, resting is important. I love to sit and enjoy a relaxing lunch here. Well, I'll give you that it might be kinda nice. Although, personally, my first thought was that I'd love to sit here and fish. If there were any fish to be fished. Really? I didn't know you still liked fishing. Sure, can't say I got any better at it, but a hobby's a hobby. I was surprised at how many fishing fanatics there are all over in the world. There's a guild in Grandstone that's really hardcore into it, and one girl I ran into would give most pros a run for their money. Oh. Something wrong. It's nothing. Regardless, it's a shame there are no fish in it. The water here is exceptionally clear. I think this should suffice as a water source for us, at least. Yeah. Alright, let's go check somewhere else. The other side, I guess. A tree. What's a huge tree doing here? There's no sign of any others in the surrounding area either. As big as it is, it doesn't seem to be a fruit tree, unfortunately. Figures we wouldn't get that lucky. Come to think of it though, you were always an expert on plants and medicinal herbs and stuff, right? You don't recognize what kind of tree this is. I wish I did, but no. At the very least, this is one that grows on the western side of the continent. Did you work something out? Maybe, maybe not. We should try looking somewhere else now. Alright. Still, even if it doesn't bear fruit, maybe there's some sweet sap inside like maple trees. Maybe I cut into the trunk a bit to see? No, you cannot. Guess that's it. No books or anything. Well, we investigated the whole area now, but we didn't find anything that would give us any idea as to where we are. Maybe not specifically. I think I may have an idea what kind of place this is though. Really? It's a place both within Liberl and not at the same time, like a separate dimension of sorts. Can you elaborate? Well, you see, during all the trouble with the Earl, Kevin explained about the altered spaces hidden within the Tetracyclic Towers intended to seal the Earl away. Wow, so you think the place we're in may be similar? I can't say for sure, but it's definitely a possibility. There are a few cracks in my theory, unfortunately. Oh, I think I understand what you mean. The Liberlian Cuisine book we found earlier is one, right? Exactly. If you assume this is some kind of enclosed space sealed away with the Earl all those years ago, how did a book that was only published this year get in here? All the other unusual books are from after the Great Collapse too, which means someone else has been going in and out of here within the past year. Could it be that man in black we met at the port? Maybe, maybe not. I wouldn't take him as the kind of guy who would want to read about Liberlian Cuisine though. That's very true. Either way, I think we can say for sure that the situation we're in was planned out by someone. Possibly before that cube even came into our possession. You really think so? But if that really is the case, what should we do now? There's the million-dollar question. We don't have much to work with here, just a big open area with no way out. Oh, this again. That sounded like something broke. Yeah, but what? Crap. Kevin took his battle ornament out of his pocket. He then noticed all of the quartz in it were shattered. Seeing this, Rias also took out her own battle ornament. Mine is the same way. Even my spare quartz are ruined. Just what is going on here? What? What just happened? I don't know. I bet it was his chest doing. Just keeps doing. Guess we can add altering this area to its list of quirks along with wrecking our quartz. I'm sure it's a good idea to keep it on you. Honestly, I get the feeling we'd be shit out of luck without it. At least now we got some new stuff to investigate that could lead us in the right direction. We should go and check out all the places that have changed. Alright. Sepith from the Broken Quartz. I can understand if it were an artifact or an ornament, but how did a lump of stone start glowing like this? It's like magic. Now there's an apt enough description if I've ever heard one. Only thing I can add to that is that the laws of the world as we know don't seem to apply to raise. Huh? That was a voice, wasn't it? Raise the cube before the monument. Who's there? Who are you? Please. What are we going to do? To hell with it. Not like we got any other better options. Visitors from afar. This again. This voice is different though. Welcome. In accordance with my master's wishes, I shall grant you power. Huh? Name your currency, so that we may transact within the system that you know. Wait a second. What do you mean by currency? Maybe it's going to sell us things in exchange for Mira? Oh, I getcha. Understood. Then I shall grant you power in exchange for that currency. Ooh, we have no Mira though. We can upgrade quartz, I see that. We're probably gonna need to make quartz though, we don't have any. Nice that they put them into categories at least. Nice quality of life thing. Let's wait until see what that says. Release my brethren, then we shall grant you good fortune. What do you think that was about? How should I know? As hard as it is to say, we should be able to buy things from Mira and use Sepith to synthesize quartz here. Pretty useful if nothing else. We do still have the Sepith that was left over when our quartz were shattered. Perhaps we should use those to synthesize some new ones. Sounds like a plan to me. We can stand on our own 2 feet just fine, but we're gonna need recovery arts if we ever find ourselves in a jam. Okay, let's actually do that. That's the most important thing here, I think. We're gonna want mind on him at least. Preferably attack on her. Action, cast, and then another action. Both should have action, maybe only him. Perhaps an EP cut on him. Perhaps a hit on her. Maybe evade. To evade. Let's try this. Let's see what we can get with this. We got a lot of extra, which is nice. Doesn't matter which one we put, they all to give the same. I'm thinking we give him quite a lot of stuff. Maybe both of them should have healing actually. I don't know. If we give her an HP quartz, for example. Quartz, water, HP. Maybe both to both of them. This is just bad, I think. I don't think that's ever worth it. I don't think we need that. could give her a move, I guess. Give him EP. Just want to like fill out so we're strong now in the opening. This is where you don't want to struggle. That would give us AoE healing and Kyria, which is very good. Give him EP. Now she needs one more quartz. We could give her cast, I guess. It's a very solid quartz overall. If we can afford it. Can we afford it? No. Oh, we can. Okay, nice. Can we make any slots? Because that's the next prior then. We can give slots. Oh, not his main one though. But like this one we can. He's gonna be casting more than her. I want to try to have her as an attacker. So I'll let her keep cast on her though, in case she needs to heal mostly. Or there's an enemy that doesn't work to attack. We have no Mira though, so we cannot buy gear. Check out this side. Don't know why there was a cutscene thing there. The bottom of the water is glowing. It's beautiful. Welcome visitors from afar. Again? You see that they're establishing a hub here. That sounded like it came from the spring. Visitors from afar, quench your thirst. In accordance with my master's wishes, I shall grant you vitality. CP was restored to maximum. When my radiance is restored, I shall grant you vitality once more. When you have fought several battles, return to me. I've never had water that actually energized me like that before. How's this even possible? I don't know, but I feel full of life as well. Looks like the water here only has that effect when it's shining though. Yeah. Well, with all that energy we got now, I don't think there's much more we can get from here. We should check back later if we're ever feeling tired. Right. This is something I forgot about a lot in my first playthrough, but I think it's like 5 battles or something. You can go back here and you get full CP. Which is just really useful. Holy Stragus, now this is something. It really is. It's as if petals of pure light are floating through the air around us. I welcome you, dear guests. What was that? Did the tree just talk to us? In accordance with my master's wishes, I shall grant you the blessings of the earth. However, my power is not without its limits. I require compensation in exchange for its use. Yeah, they're selling ingredients. We don't have any recipe. We only have the one recipe right now though. When my master's power returns, the variety of blessings I offer shall increase. May the blessings of the earth be upon you. Ah man, if someone told me a tree just shouted them up and offered them to sell ingredients, I'd tell them they had one too many drinks. Rias, something up? The great tree took root near to a 7-colored spring, and they're granted blessings and joy. I extract from the book of Genesis, verse 7, the primal ground. Oh hallowed Adios, thank you for the divine protection and mercy you have bestowed upon us. Well, aren't you just a tickle pink? I'm not sure this tree has anything to do with the goddess though. I disagree. Even the testaments of the goddess say that all roads lead to food. Food is the fundamental basis of everything. That's not in any testament I've ever laid eyes on. That said, let me give you this. Recipe book. Huh? Why are you giving this to me? Because you're remarkably impious for a knight of the church. You should work on becoming more devout through cooking in her name. That doesn't even make sense. So can't you just do the cooking yourself? But you've always been better at it than me. I'm sure it's the wish of the ingredients to be used by the best chef possible. But still. Please? I'm too soft to my own god do good sometimes. Well fine, but you have to help me, Teal. Also, the second I catch you snacking on something while we're making it, I'm done. I know. Check down here, I guess. Nothing. That might be it then. You don't think that could be the exit, do you? If anything, it seems more like an entrance. A monument that sells us items, a tree that sells us ingredients, a spring that restores our vitality. It's like everything in here is designed to help us prepare for something dangerous. Or am I reading into it? No, I don't think you are. So what should we do? Should we try stepping on it? I don't have any better ideas at this point. Although it might be better if you stayed behind here. Never mind, ma'am. We'll go together. It's not like there's any guarantee you'd be safe here, actually. Of course we will. But first, I should give you this. Call through the notebook. Huh? Well, what are you doing with this? I was asked to give it to you by Commander Selnet. In her words, Kevin's report lately have been far too vague for my liking. I'll bet he's not even taking notes while he's out on the job. Give him this so he's got no more excuses to slack off. Ah, she figured it out, huh? Hold on, how are you close enough for her to ask you this kind of favor? She was the one who taught me how to use my Templar sword. I respect her deeply. No joke, I had no idea. But she kept that from me on purpose. Can't say I'm surprised. If I'd known, I sure as hell wouldn't have let Lyris. Kevin? Sorry, just spacing out. Our next destination's that circle, but if you have anything else you want to do first, speak up now. There's no telling what's waiting for us after we step on it. Understood. Yeah, no telling. Get a save going. Okay, sorry for that. I got a text message that I had to respond to. Well, let's keep going. Actually, let me take a sip of my drink first. There's been so much reading that I don't have time to drink my stuff. Okay. Here we go. Where do we end up? Check this out. Looks like that really was an entrance of sorts. Shade corridor. I see chests already. We still seem to be in the same bizarre enclosed space as before. We've got quite a long road ahead of us, don't we? We sure do. Kevin. Monsters? How did you just appear out of nowhere? That's a lot of damage. That's a lot of damage. Ooh, calm down. I might actually have to use this to heal her. It's so little though. Oh, that's almost no damage. Are we so weak, really? But our heals almost heal nothing. What is this? Am I supposed to lose, maybe? No? What? You see our quartz, they do almost no damage to these enemies. They're not weak. Not even close to it. They do like 3.7k damage. My heal is 2.5. I can't even like out heal them. This is just insane. Whoa! We're gonna need to do a lot of grinding in this game. How are they? Oh wait, I see that now. They have efficiency or efficacies for the other elements now. They never did in the other games. That's why I didn't do any damage just now. I'm gonna use this now, honestly. We're gonna die otherwise. They're really weak to like all arts, I see.
Let's end this.
They're so strong! Like, unreasonably so, I'd say. For a first monster in the first dungeon, you're hitting a bit too hard, in my opinion. We don't even have any revives, so we can't get her up. I almost want you to kill me, because I don't want her to not get XP. But this is insane. I felt the tutorial was really nicely balanced, but this is... yeah, I don't know about this one. They just do a bit too much damage. Tankiness is fine, but if they're doing more damage, then it's possible for us to heal. It's kinda... what? Like, I wanna heal her. Look at that. It's meager healing. One down. Finally.
Not bad.
Those are really strong. How can this be? I know exactly what you mean. There are a whole lot of monster types in our world, but that's the first time seeing any like that. It's like being in a totally different realm. And the monsters weren't even the strangest part. Tell me about it. The elements against them weren't your usual affair either. Exactly. The three elements of space, mirage and time were in effect during that battle too. Not just the traditional four elements. Fair observant, Ricky. Didn't think you noticed to that extent. This points to yet another clue that we're a long ways from home. I mean, you find a boatload of monsters that are weak to fire in Cimmeria, but you're not going to find any that are weak to mirage. You know how it is. Indeed I do. Spiritually, the world in which we live in is a relatively low plane of existence. To quote the Testaments, our world and the world of the goddess will forever be separate. She simply drops pebbles from above, known as miracles. According word for word. Though, hey, I guess those are the basic principles. We just keep running into surprises. Space, time, and mirage, all here? It should be impossible. What about those monsters themselves? Honestly, there were less monsters and more fiends. Creatures that shouldn't even be allowed to exist in our world, and yet they somehow do without any problem here. And I doubt those are the only ones. Are we going to be alright in here? Hopefully. They were tough, but not so tough we can't handle them if we're together. It's not like there's anything else for us to do back in that base area. Let's keep walking and see what we find, I say. Might be worth going back briefly to check our orbit setup though, seeing as we got more elements to our count for now. True. Okay, then let me give you this. What is this for? It's called a monster guide. It was designed to record data on monsters, their habits, their weaknesses and the like. I think it would be wise for us to note anything and everything we come across here. Although I suppose Fiend Guide would be more appropriate here. You're telling me. You sure I can't just throw all this info up in the old noggin though? I'm already putting enough stuff into the glossary notebook as it is. My hands are gonna go numb at this rate. You complain way too much, Kevin. You're a knight, do your job. Yes, ma'am. No time like the present, I guess. There, happy? There's more arts, at least we can see later. Devastation bursts and stuff. But yeah, okay, so they hurt a lot. A lot. Like, if we're gonna fight a boss like this without just dying a lot, we're in for it. Her not having an S-craft really hurts, too. Alright, we should be able to see... Let's see that. Yeah, we need to get 300 battles without fleeing. First time hearing the actual battle theme. I guess as long as we follow the... We gotta respect the element a bit more than we might have been doing previously. Information. Did you know? It's true that Sin's name was once written as Sane, but another name change considered was Olivier's. Their little sister was Oliver. It's just he's glad the request never went through. That is interesting. Be able to perceive enemy status. That is pretty useful, but it doesn't give any stats, so it might not be good. Oh, I just walked past that one. Terrabomb. I'm here because they ran out of jokes. This one is looking right at me. How do you ambush this one? I guess you can't. Ooh. Can I impede this? Looks like it's kind of immune to physical. Let's try hitting it. Yeah, no, that's not gonna work. Okay, that first battle was just a bit of an exception, I guess, in how strong they were. Now they seem to have calmed down a bit. We need that thing again where we can see enemies from a distance, because when we don't see them like this, it's easy to miss them and I want to fight them. I kind of want to grind them almost with how difficult that last fight was. You target that one and you finish this one. She level or he level? I mean. Okay, that's why it's the way forward. It's really nice having the minimap here though. Like, thank you for the minimap. Ooh, what does the shield mean? Does it mean that enemies are immune to damage during shield turns? Or everyone is immune to damage, probably. That's interesting. Not sure if that's actually just purely bad for me though. Like, I have a hard time thinking where that would be good. Or help me. I guess if an enemy gets it during their turn, we cannot take damage. 300 Mira. A chest, my kingdom for a chest. Guess this is gonna teleport us somewhere. Can't go there. Oh. What is that little thing? Weak to fire. Oh, what is that skull? What is that skull? I don't want to use that skull. That skull looks very bad. That looks like something that would one-shot me. Please don't tell me it's an instant death thing. Please don't. Oh, it ran away. No, it did the guard thing again. How do I stay alive here? How do I stay alive here? I don't think it's gonna die if I do this. Don't kill her. Okay, good, good, good. Mortal punishment? Maybe with a crit run kills them? Kills one. And Ascension will... No! Damn it.
Not bad.
Now she's dead though, and I can't revive her. What do we do? Like, I can't get her back up. Perhaps it's actually worth going back now to the start. No, 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 no. And we're not allowed to flee either. This was a really bad mistake. Guess he can win it theoretically. Go for the one that isn't sealed. I just dead. We're gonna have to. Sorry, but we're gonna have to keep going. We're not allowed to flee for the achievement. I only got an instant kill thing on his first turn. Okay. Okie dokie. And now they have 2 crit turns lined up at the right at the start. Ah, yes.
This isn't good.
My passion is in fun game mechanics. Should be a win now.
Alright, what's next?
Actually got him the level. Let's avoid the battles now then. It's just I can't turn the camera, so it's easy to miss them. No! God damn it! Should have made a save at the very least. Oh, that let me play early immediately. That's a nice one. Oh, you got 2 turns in a row too though, for some reason. This is gonna be a death run until we get stronger, which you're gonna have to hold on for a while for that one.
This isn't good.
Now we're just in a bad situation too with her being dead and not having any revives available. It's exactly why I wanted to go back, but we're not allowed to flee. Because there's an achievement for beating the game without fleeing. So if we flee, we cannot get the achievement.
Alright, what's next?
And we want that achievement. Okay. I hope returning, if we go in the water, does that revive her? Otherwise, like, are we just soft locked? Please heal her. Oh, that healed her, good. Can we make any better quartz? No, we really can't, so we can't get stronger. I guess what we can do is convert quartz that we don't really need into money to buy gear. Like Earth Sepith we very rarely need. It's probably the worst. I'm thinking because getting her a better weapon is gonna be huge since we're trying to get her to be an attacker. And also getting better armor for both of them is big. Very expensive though. Reviving one costs 1,000. Let's convert some more of this then. Like this. Now we can at least buy... Wish I could see how much she has without it, but you can't. Just they gain a lot more from switching to this than they do from the boots. So let's have both of them have one of these. This should help quite a bit. Give her the weapon, give her the this thing. There we go. And he doesn't have a weapon, but he's not as much that he needs it, because we're not relying on attacking with him. Kevin is fine with using arts. And for as far as I know, arts do not scale at all off weapon damage. Let's have her use this thing on both of them. See if she does damage now. Yeah, that's good. That's actually really good. The weapon really helps. And now she leveled. That's good. Is that thing? Ah, actually we can fight it. We need a lot of... What is that? We should at least interrupt when we can, but that's not his job. That thing doesn't have any weaknesses. Go for the skeleton, I think. And she can arc fence all of them. Skeleton down, that's good. Arc fencer again, kill that one. And he can soul blur. And she could soul blur too.
Oh, pitiful souls, may you rest in peace.
Nice. We are getting noticeably stronger for every level and every unlock we get. It's a kind of great feeling actually. Like noticing the strength that you get with your unlocks. You feel it less later in the game. So this early in the game, it's kind of noticeable. Oh, I forgot we only need to just hit this with Ascension on this.
Alright, what's next?
Let's have her heal him. I'm sorry if it feels a bit grindy now in the start. I hope it's okay to watch. But it's gonna help a lot. In many ways. Yeah, now he had the guard turn, so he couldn't hurt me.
Not bad.
That's kinda cool, because then you can like try to get... Instead of just taking turns for yourself, you can try to get enemies to have turns. Because there's bad turns. Instead of just good ones, like in both the previous games. A better healing is top of our priority list. Having this much HP with level 1 healing. Now that is not gaming.
Not bad.
Both of them leveled. Very good. What's this? Huh? What is this? That's what I said. It's really pretty. Looks like kind of like a cube of Septium, but I don't think that's what it is. Yeah, maybe we should touch it and see what happens. Sealing stone. Does it seem harmful? Nope, seems safe to me. Wish I knew what it was though. The light coming off it is so warm. The kind of slow, rhythmic glowing from it reminds me of a beating heart in a way. What's that? There's our cube again. Visitor from afar. You who possess the cube. Is that voice from earlier? Just who are you? Where are you talking to us from? Raise that sealing stone before the monument in the garden. Then the barrier and the imprisoned shall... I can barely work out what it's trying to say. All I can get is that we need to take this thing to the monument. I will unlock another power cube. Make use of it. Cube's warp functionality is now available. To use it, click the icon at the top right corner of the screen, then select the location you wish to warp to. I'm not using a mouse, so... What the... Beware the malevolent one. Gather strength, or you too will be forever... Don't even ask. I feel like I'm in some kind of weird dream that just gets freakier by the minute. I don't sense anything bad coming from the voice at least. More like it's trying to guide us forward. True, it does. You don't think the cube has a will of its own and that it's the thing talking to us, do you? Doubt it. It kept talking about the cube as if it were a separate object. My hunch is that the source of the voice is someone else. And then there's that malevolent one it was bringing up too. I could see that being the man in the black we saw when we were thrown in here, but it could very easily be someone else. All of this is starting to make my head hurt. Join the club. Well, let's try and take things one step at a time, okay? And on that note, the best place to start is probably giving this cube's new power a shot. You're serious? Serious as can be. There aren't many artifacts that have the power of teleportation, you know? And in the situation we're stuck in, we need to use everything we got at our disposal. Alright. Be sure you're careful when using it. I will. Which button is it? I don't know. Ah, it's the right stick. Base area, Hermit's Garden. Oh, alright, that actually worked. Now we got a quick way to get back here to safety if we run into danger. That does sound useful. I still can't bring myself to put much trust in that cube, however. I'm not planning to lower my guard around the thing either. I'll keep using it with caution, so don't worry. Anyway, next up's this little guy. Sealing stone. That voice made it sound like something would be released from it if we hold it up to the monument. Any guesses? No, but I know how to find out the answer real quick. I'll handle holding it up, but I want you to be prepared for a fight just in case. We've got no idea what we're dealing with here. Understood. Something's happening. Alright, time for the moment of truth. What? A girl? Huh? What was that light? Isn't she the girl from the professor's photograph? Huh? Kevin? You are Kevin, aren't you? I'm not seeing things. What are you doing here? Where do I even start? Yeah, it's the real deal. Good to see you again, Tita. Looks like you've grown a little taller. You noticed? I'm happy to see you again too. What brings you back to Burl? Is this girl a friend of yours? Wait, I was in the house with Dad getting dinner ready because Agatha was coming over. Then all of a sudden everything went white and then... Where am I? This looks nothing like our house. Am I dreaming? Is this all a dream? Alright, I should pinch myself to check. Yep. This is the Tita everyone knows and loves, alright? She's adorable. So that's what happened. This is all because of that artifact Mom pulled out of the lake. Honestly, we can't even be sure right now. Especially as if we assume that's the case, how did you end up being here when you were all the way over in Sice? It makes no sense. You're right. It sounds as though you two were fairly close to one another when you were sent here, but Grancel and Sice are really far apart. Based on your account, however, we were all surrounded by that light at roughly the same time. That's more than a coincidence in my eyes. I think so too. Oh, whoop, I haven't introduced myself yet, have I? My name's Tita Russell. I'm an apprentice at the Sice Central Factory. I'm Ria Sargent, a sister at the Septon Church. I've heard a lot about you from Kevin and your mother. Oh, you met Mom? I have. She showed me a photograph of you too. And now that I met you in person, I can see why she boasts about you so much. Was she doing that? Oh, Mom. She didn't say or do anything inappropriate to you, did she? She tends to lose control of herself when it comes to people as cute as you. Lose control how? I'm sorry, I wasn't trying to be rude by calling you cute or anything. It's just that you're kind of quiet and really pretty, but you got this really unique aura about you. Unique? You're every bit as sharp as your mother. The goddess doesn't make you more unique than Ria is. Oh, please. Anyway, what are the two of you planning on doing now? Are you going to keep looking for a way out of here? That's the plan, yeah. Not that we've made much of a dent in the progress on that front so far. We barely started exploring when we found you. Oh, I see. If you don't mind then, please let me help you look. I won't get in the way, I promise. Getting in the way wouldn't be the issue here. That's a tough one. My gut tells me you're better off staying here, to be honest. You prove yourselves to be made of sturdy stuff, but like I said before, this place is just one big, very dangerous mystery. If that's true, then who's to say I'd be safe staying here on my own? If I'm going to be in danger, I'd rather go with you and at least try to help out. Fair point, I guess. Every bit as spunky as Estelle too, you know? You can't be serious, Kevin. Trust me, she's a lot tougher than she looks. She went on the Liber arc and came back down in one piece. Plus she's survived ages and knows how many sketchy fights beforehand. Don't be so quick to judge because of her age. Still, please, I really want to help. I'll do everything I can to make sure I don't cause you any problems, really. Alright, if you're sure. You mean it? You seem to understand the consequences of your actions and what it means to hurry others. And as long as that's the case, I got no reason to say no. Still, please do be careful. Thank you, I will. Yeah, seriously. If anything were to happen to you on my watch, I'm sure my death at Erika's hands would be a slow and painful one. I swear I won't let that happen. A deal. Alright, let's get back to work. Once Tita's equipment is set up, it's back to exploring we go. Understood. Right. If anyone should get a weapon, it should also be her. She's also very weapon reliant. Let's get some space quartz spent. Probably some earth quartz again spent. Gives us some nice money. Let's not spend it all though. Oh, we can't actually buy a weapon for her. Oh well. And she already has the things already equipped. Well, let's buy the boots then, I guess. For both of them. That's nice. Quartz. She should probably have... We're not very artsy with her. Oh, she already has some quartz. Okay, let's check her out before. She has EP Cut. She has Eagle Eye, which is very, very good. That should be at the top of your thing, I think. I guess you do lose some abilities if you do that. She can have this, I guess. She already has attack. We could give her evade and impede. Those cost a lot of green if we want to make both of those. Did she already have hit? No, she doesn't. But we could give her hit. That's not a bad one. Let's give her evade. Maybe even shield wouldn't have been bad for her. There we go. Did some stuff on her at least. She's got a new picture. Let's give them the shoes. I'm honestly thinking maybe she should have some of these. Maybe not the auto one. The auto one is good to have on him. But this one, because she has the blinding smoke, and the blinding smoke is very good. Very, very, very good. Some nice CP. Don't mind if I do. Also, this time there's no achievement to cook everything, so we can actually just cook what we want to cook. There's not even anything for getting all the recipes, I think. As you can see, there's probably as many as there were in the first game. I'm just checking if there's any books. I don't know if they ever fill up during... Because there's an achievement for reading all the books in the library, it says. And I think they mean in this part over here. But they might progress, like pop up over the course of the game. Yeah, not now at least. Maybe every chapter or so. Let's get back to it then. With Tida there, we're a bit stronger. She's 92. Slightly under our level, but we've barely done much. Just like they said, we fight all of the enemies again, I think. Get some real strength going for ourselves. See if we can get this one to turn around.
Oh, pitiful souls, may you rest.
I never got to use Tida in late game in the previous game. So I don't actually know what she can do this late. Because now they're all high level now. Does she have any new satellite beam, for example? We've never seen that.
Prepare to meet your fate.
Still just as good as always with that blind. Oh. Ouch. Ouch.
Not bad.
Ria's got very hurt. The nice part about being a bit low level and actually getting good XP is that we can restore HP pretty consistently through our level ups. Which is not true later. At least here you can always return to the hub to get CP. You can't get EP from that pool though. I don't know if it ever will at some point. It might expand later and give us EP. Would make sense. Wasn't this path blocked before? Sure was. What's going on? Is something wrong? The last time we passed by here, this path was blocked by some kind of barrier. But as you can see, it's nowhere to be seen now. Really? I wonder what could have caused that. But if we think about what's changed since we last passed through here now, Maybe it was releasing Tita from that stone that caused it to disappear. I mean, we haven't done anything else. Oh, I see. Still, that actually could be it. You think? Think about it. The stone with me inside was near here too, right? Maybe that was more than a coincidence. This could be among one of the many rules that govern this place that we haven't just figured out yet. Rules? I think I get what you're trying to say. So in this case, we wouldn't have been able to advance any further if we hadn't released you from that stone. That's right. I can't be sure, but I do have a good feeling about it. And a good feeling is good enough for me right now. We still don't have any clue who's responsible for the situation we're in, but it all feels very deliberately set up. Which is all the reason we'll need to be careful, I suppose. Are you gonna turn around? Yes. It's nice to already get some more Sepith going for when we unlock more quartz too. They don't give a lot, but it's a little bit. Another one of these, which you cannot. Oh, he does it immediately. Let's actually have her use her thing. I want to see it. Okay, Tina, you're not fooling around. Nice one, Tina. Okay, orbital lasering though. Sure, it works. Gonna take a while to charge that up again, but... Huh? What's this? A shining door with a moon on it? Welcome. Bring to me the girl skilled in orbital engineering. Only then shall the door open. Whoa, I could have voice talking right into my mind. Looks like this door's got a will of its own, like the tree, spring and monument back in the garden. There'll come a day when I get used to all these funky talking objects, I'm sure. I can only think of one person who might fit the door's description. You think it means me? Most likely. It's a pretty terrible riddle. It's sure not me or Rias. Hey door, it's her you mean, right? Indeed, she's the one I seek. Only she may enter. If she fears not the trial within, she should step forth through the door. Trial? Maybe it wants to test your strength to see if you're worthy of something. And apparently we can't even go inside to back you up on it. That's ludicrous. I suppose we disregard this door and move on. Wait, I'm going to go inside. But Tita, hold on just a sec, there's no way... I feel like this might be another one of the rules I was talking about earlier. And besides, we got so little work to work with as we try to get out of here, we need all the clues and help we can get. If it seems like it'll be too dangerous, I'll come right back out, I promise. Well, alright, we're counting on you. But like you said, if it's too dangerous, come right back out. Don't expose yourself to any more danger than you need to. You can be careful. I will. Moon Chamber. Wow, this room's so pretty. I wonder how it's made though. Made up though. Uh-oh. Overcome the trial before you. Then I shall grant to you a memory fragment and my blessing. Oh, the problem is I just used my thing on her. I had no idea this was coming up. Heals those who attack it, but when its HP starts to get low... Heals those who attack it. Sounds promising for me. We might die here a few times because I was stupid enough to... Oh? Yeah, we just died. If I knew this was coming up, I wouldn't have used all my stuff beforehand. Guess it's not gonna attack as long as I keep attacking it. Does it do that forever though? Does it? No, it does not. Healer. Oh, they missed with the blind? No, I shouldn't have blinded. I regret it. It was a mistake. A horrible mistake. Well, as long as they don't attack twice in one turn, we're fine.
Prepare to meet your king.
It's just they're missing all their healing. Oh. Why did they randomly hit with something? Okay, she's got 200 now. Oh, it doesn't hit everyone. It only hit 2 of them. Those should be dead. No, that one didn't even die. Ah, I fear for my life. Oh, she missed. No, okay, we're dead. I think. Unless they get a random hit in. Yeah, okay. Blinding them equals bad idea because the healing doesn't work if you blind them. If only we had a bit more CP to start off with. If now they heal us all the time. I just hope they keep staying like that and we just click like this every turn. Until we think they are low enough to die from an orbital strike. Or maybe now actually with the crit run coming up, we can try it. If she attacks and then orbital crit on them. Boom! That's good. Oh no, it didn't die. Still one alive. Kill it.
Prepare to meet your king.
Okay, we got it. You have overcome the trial. Thus I shall grant to you a memory fragment and my blessing. Approaching location. 320, 310, 300. Target in sight. Commencing operation. Coordinate adjustment complete. Activating boosters. Huh? What's that sound? What? What? Do I know you? Uh-oh. We really miss you, Tira. Huh? Oh my. Don't tell me you forgot the sound of our voice while we were away. Oh, Mom, Dad! That's our girl. Sorry for surprising you. We just wanted to have a little fun. I was scared stiff. Just flying in all of a sudden like that and walking up to me without saying a word. Plus you had those goggles on so I couldn't tell who you were. You could have told me you were planning on coming back. Mom? Are you okay? Why are you so quiet? Tira. Why are you so cute? Oh Aegis, thank you for gracing our unworthy world with this miracle of a child. I'm never going to let you go again. Mom, you're starting to hurt me. Giving birth to this bottle of sugar was the best thing we ever did. How did I manage to all this time without her? I'm so happy to finally be back. I can tell. I kinda like the chance to greet her too though. Oh sure, knock yourself out. I suppose you do have the right and all. Hey Tira, looks like you've grown up a bit while we were away. I sure have. I miss you both so much. Oh, everything you do just melts my heart. Let me hug you again, come here. Mom, please. Erika, I think we should probably wait until you changed. The maintenance uniform is full of sensors, as you know. Oh yeah, slipped my mind. In that case, shall we take care of business first then? Where is the red-haired man I've heard so much about? Are you talking about that here? That's the one. I was so hoping I'd be able to meet him. Now where is he? He's actually in Bose at the moment. Mom, you're acting kind of weird all of a sudden. Talk about lousy timing. Not that I'd be happy if he were here, given that he would indicate him being in close proximity to my angel again. Well, it's okay. We can always go meet him over in Boston next month if it comes to it. I'd like to meet him too. But true enough. Word has it that a lot has been happening here in our absence. I bet we have a lot to thank him for. I'll have to go and give him a thank you that I'll never forget. I'll have to go with you and introduce you to him then. His house is real nice too. It's pretty small, but it's all warm and cozy. You've been to his house? Now, calm down, Erica. See that? Try not to provoke your mother too much, alright? Was I? Agate! Agate! You're going to pay dearly for corrupting my darling daughter! Are mice playing tricks on me? Grandpa! Always a pleasure, Albert. Sorry for not giving you a heads up on our return. Oh nonsense, don't you worry about that. What are those things, if I might ask? They look like a vehicle with boosters attached, but they're called landing crafts and they were developed by yours truly. Most of the places we go to don't have the space to land an airship or any kind of landing port. And there's not much point in an airship if you can't land it, is there? Which is where these two beauties come in. Anyway, long time no see, Albert. It's small comfort knowing you haven't kicked the bucket yet. I mean, how could I have been able to gloat if you were already 6 yards under? You really think a pathetic contraption like that is good enough to beat me? You must have forgotten who I am when you were out and about. One close look and the cracks started to show. Just look at them. I doubt they'd even manage 5 minutes. A fat lot of good they'll be for anything other than trying to show off to me. They won't be getting any real world use anytime soon. Oh, how wrong you are. I'll have you know that we came all the way from the border with Calvert on these. From Calvert? How did that catch your attention? I give you the craft's flight time is somewhat limited. That's an issue where I can find an easy workaround. By firing them from an orbital catapult attached to an airship, they can fly a distance of roughly 120 Celsius. After modifying the orbital circuits, we were able to record an operation time of 382.2 seconds too. 382 seconds? Haha, surprised? That stupid look on your face says it all. Not to worry, I'll give you as much time as you need for that chivalrous brain of yours to comprehend my brilliance. Brilliance? Don't make me laugh. You're talking to the man who developed the cable. These are child's play by comparison. I don't even need to ask how you made them. I could probably develop a better version in my sleep. Say that again, you stubborn old fart. Grr. And here they go again. Will you two please stop fighting, please? Oh, and I read those files you sent me. You got some nerve shoving your face to me after exposing my daughter to so much danger. To say nothing of letting vermin like that A-word near her. Oh, get over yourself. I'm getting lectured on looking after people from the mother who ditched her daughter to wander the continent, am I? How about you look in the mirror before you go criticizing others, huh? Dad, can't you stop them? It'll be fine, let them have their fun. They're secretly happy to see one another again, I'm sure. But we're taking up a lot of space in the middle of the town. How are people going to get past us? Yeah, that's a good point. Can't leave the two landing crafts out here forever. Guess we're just going to have to drag our quarreling father and daughter back home. Mind giving me a hand, Tita? Sure thing. Ah, there's nothing quite like home. Can I get some coffee then? 1 coffee with plenty of milk and 3 sugars coming up. Ooh, let me help too. I see you haven't mended your heathen ways. When are you going to grow up enough to understand that coffee is best taken black? And when are you going to understand that there's nothing worse than an old codger too set in his ways to appreciate another's tastes? I'm just telling it like it is. Adding milk alone completely ruins it, and then you go and plop 3 sugars in? You can't even call that coffee anymore. Oh, poor coffee. What did you ever do to be blasphemed so? Ah. Here's your order, Erica. Don't let it get cold now. Ah, we'll have to settle this dispute another time. Well, time to drink up. Anyway, where are my souvenirs, Albert? Souvenirs? Why would I have any of those for you? You're the one who's been busy slacking off abroad. Forget traveling abroad. You were the one who got to ride on our sail with Captain Shores. You're telling me you had a chance like that and you didn't get me a photograph, or a handkerchief, or even a button off her uniform? Why do you want a button off her uniform? Your mother's been a huge fan of her since the Captain's Academy days. I swear, if you have the time to think about such worthless nonsense, how about using it to look over an academic report or two? It's no wonder all your inventions are half-rate. You just used the word useless nonsense in reference to Captain Shores. Did you dare to insult her? or nothing of the sort. I had plenty of chance to share a few cups of tea with her on board their sail. She's a fine woman if you ask me. She'll go far. Oh, now you've done it. If you're not going to shut that insolent mouth of yours, I'm going to do it for you. What's that? Is someone jealous? Will you two please stop fighting the second you start a conversation? Tita? What is it? Well, it's just that I finally realized it's kinda nice to see them fighting like this after all. Makes it feel like Mom's really home, you know? Yeah, I guess you're right. Hey, how would you like to do some shopping? I'll handle making dinner tonight, so I'll need to grab a few things. Huh, really? That sounds great. I haven't tasted your cooking in ages. Well, hopefully you'll be able to have it a lot more from here on out. Neither of us are planning to head out for work anytime soon, so I'll be taking over cooking duties for a while. Oh, I'd love to go shopping with you then. Ah, great. That day's dinner was a real feast. And for the first time in quite a while, Tita was able to experience the joy of dining happily with her family. After dinner, you can leave the rest to me now, Tita. You must be tired. Go on to bed. I'm fine, honestly. I'm not doing any more than you usually do. I bet you're even more tired than I am, Dad. You rushed through all the work you had to get back here as soon as possible, didn't you? Well, you got him pretty sharp, huh? Well, I'm not a kid anymore. I'm 13 now. What in Adios his name? What part of your daft brain thought you should start making this? It's why we came back here to begin with. See, ZZF is the only place that will allow me to do so. That's what I believe anyway. Maybe so, but still. What are you guys arguing about? Are you still awake? It's past midnight, you know. You should go and get some rest. What are those? Some kind of blueprints? Can I see you, please? You didn't get out of the bath that long ago. You're going to catch a cold hanging around in here. You should be ready for bed. Oh, but I want to see those blueprints. Whatever's on them looks really complicated. That's an Urbal engine on the right hand side, right? Looks like a compact one too. Oh, I know. Is it some kind of airship? Come on, Mom. I really want to see. Oh boy, look at you getting all fired up. You just can't help yourself when it comes to machinery, can you? That's not fair. Alright, I finished clearing up now. Shall we get to work? Ooh, perfect timing. Get our angel to bed, will you? Sure, it is past your bedtime. What? Let's go, Tita. Let me have a quick look, please. I can go to bed right after that. I can't work out why that converter's torque is so low. It's bugging me. Looks like her obsession's grown by a monstrous proportion since we've been away. Be that as it may, it's still past your bedtime. But... okay, let's start with this unit here. Even at a glance, I can tell it's not going to be easy to make. Best to start by running a simulation on it with a cable before actually attempting to make the blasted thing. Nothing comes to mind that would be strong enough to build a frame out of either. I think we should consider looking into a new one. I wonder what they're talking about. It all sounds so exciting. Maybe I can scooch closer without them noticing. Tita? Oh, I shouldn't have pushed my luck. Seriously now, go to bed. But if you're that curious, I can tell you tomorrow. But right now you need sleep. How does that sound? Good enough? But... That's a promise, okay? A promise. Yes, I promise. I'm not going to let you forget that you promised. And don't go making whatever it is without me. I know, we won't. I promise in the name of the goddess above that I'll tell you tomorrow and that we won't make it without you. Anyway, good night, Tita. Okay. Good night. She takes after her mother in every way. Well, that about wraps it up. This is amazing. Our Bursa's technology is even more impressive than I could have dreamed. That's a fine understatement. Their technology's levels far beyond that of ours. That's true for virtually everything we've seen of theirs too. The archaisms, the gospels, the glorious. They're entirely without ideas on how they have all of it though. Why the sudden questions anyway? I've already sent you the info I had on them before. The thing is, We didn't actually learn of them through the information you sent. We knew of them before that. You did? I haven't actually encountered them or any of their members exactly, but they've been expanding their influence across the continent for a while now through Jaegers and certain wealthy individuals. We can confirm as much beyond a shadow of the doubt based on our travels. That's why we came back here. We never imagined they'd be so bold as to try and end anything in Liberl, or we would have come back earlier. But they're not getting any more of a head start on us. We need to finish this, and we need to do it as soon as possible. I wasn't planning to sleep in that long. Morning, Grandpa. Morning, Tina. Dad? Oh yeah, I forgot that you and Mom were back. We sure are. Looks like you had a good night's sleep. Yeah. Sorry, I feel bad for forgetting all about it. Hey, you said you'd tell me what you were up to today. Yep, that's still the plan. You might be better off hearing it from your mother and grandfather, though. Why? They were up discussing the issue all night. They both headed out to the central factory first thing this morning, so they should be there as we speak. Thanks, off I go then. Tina. You might want to have breakfast first. Oops, forgot that too. I haven't washed my face or combed my hair either. Alright, take care of that first, then let's get some food in you. I promise it'll be warm when you finish up. Thanks, Dad. Alright, I'm off. Take care, don't go trying to run over to see it if so fast you trip or something. I won't. It's so great to have them back home. Now it's off to the factory. Oh, good morning, Mr. Murdoch. Oh, it's you, Tina. Good morning. You wouldn't happen to know where Mom and Grandpa are, would you? Dad said they came here early this morning. Oh, they did. I know that very well indeed. Erica came charging in with a look on her face that signaled all hell was about to break loose. All the while she was shouting, "We've got a new invention to make, so we need somewhere really, really big. Hop to it." She wouldn't take no for an answer either. I'm sorry about her. She causes you so much trouble every time she decides she wants to invent something new. At least she's better than Grandpa, maybe. She doesn't scare the daylights out of you by suddenly yelling, "Fire in the hole!" right before an unexpected explosion. If only I could wipe that from my memory. In any case, your mother should be up in the operations room. I've got no idea what she's planning, but she said she had something she wanted to look into using the cable. As for your grandfather, he's in the design room, in a very good mood. I can't believe the two of them are working together on something. This can't end well. Please, Goddess, please don't let them break anything. My stomach hurts. Actually, now that I think about it, I think this is the first time they have worked on the same thing together. Usually they're competing over who can make the best invention, not joining forces on one. Grandpa's amazing on his own, but Mom's just a capable engineer too, even if she's kinda scary when she gets into her work. If the two of them are actually going to put their heads together on something, can't wait to see the result. I wanna go see right away. So this is what we're up against. Looks like it's not even outperforming at 10% of its true capabilities either. These are some downright terrifying specs. What? How in the world? Isn't that data on Potter Mother? Hi there, Tina. You came at just the right time. You've seen this robot in person, right? Well, yeah, but what do you ask? What was it like in person? Tell me everything you know. Yeah. Well, it was really big, but other than that, I couldn't tell much just from looking at it. Alright, I suppose you wouldn't be able to. It's an awful lot taller than you after all. Mom, what are you looking at Potter Mother's data for anyway? I thought you were here to work on some new invention. Wait, you're not... That we are... The two of us are ready to start work at any time. Alright then. Then it's time to get right back to work on our task, making our case capable of competing against our buddy Potter Mother. Let the Orbital Gear project begin. What? Why? Why do I feel like this? Usually when I hear about something new being invented, I get all excited. I get so caught up in what's happening that I tune out from the world around me and focus on helping Grandpa. But today, I just feel a little bit sad. This doesn't feel right. Eren... What are these wires for here, Erica? They look completely unnecessary to me. There's a deal with noise. This design requires a very high degree of precision, so it was a necessary addition. Mom? So the orbital pressure changes get absorbed into here. I see. Mom! Matilda, what are you doing here? Well, I was wondering if, there was anything I could do to help. I want to do something for Ren too. I'm just not sure what I can actually do. What you can do? Well, if you want to help me out, there is one thing you can do for me. It's an annoying job, but if you're up to it. An annoying job? Okay, I'll do anything I can to help. It's nothing that important really, but I appreciate it all the same. I need to go talk to Murdoch and get him to sort out the paperwork before I return to Liberl. That way, the way we returned home was kinda borderline illegal, so no official paperwork's been filed or anything. I'm cool with it, but Dan's brought it up a few times, so it'd be good if someone could get it taken care of. So thanks. Okay. That wasn't what I had in mind when I said I wanted to help. Oh well, I guess I'm still helping her by doing this. I just have to get it started quickly so I can get back and help with the real work. Found you, Mr. Murdoch. Mr. Murdoch? Oh, wait, just above. Please protect us all. Hello again, Tita. Can I help you with something? Wait, you're intending to tell me that the experiment was a failure and the building is now full of poisonous gases, are you? Or that it was a giant explosion and half of it was destroyed, or... I'm so sorry. I really can't apologize enough for all the stress Mom and Grandpa caused you. Nothing like that has happened yet, though, so don't worry. Really, that's a relief. Maybe that's a sign my prayers reached the goddess after all. Perhaps I should sing my praise for tomorrow while I'm here too, then. Now, that said, I do have a little favor to ask of you. What kind of favor? Tita passed on what her mother told her and asked if Murdoch could sort out the necessary paperwork. They were out by air, did they? I can only imagine how surprised you must have been. They entered the country legally. It sounds that way. Oh no, I need to go and sort that out right away. Could you stay and pray to Adios in my place, Tita? Please just pray that nothing gets destroyed because of that new invention of theirs and it all goes to plan. Okay, I will. Thank you. You. Please keep Mom and Grandpa from doing anything too reckless. I wish I knew what I could do though. I'm not strong like Estelle. I couldn't say anything to Ren like she did. I know. I'll get him to let me help him with the Orbital Gears development. If it really does end up having the same amount of power as Father Mother, maybe then I'll finally be able to have a proper conversation with her. Time to go and ask. This tool here is brand new. It can cut with 10 times more precision than the previous model. I had no idea you had something like this here now. I think I might have to go over the designs again. Oh Mom, here you are. Welcome back, Tita. Did you manage to do what I asked? Yep, Mr. Murdoch said that I would take care of the paperwork right away. He's probably working on it right now. But now that I've done that, Mom, I want to be part of the Orbital Gears development team too. You? Yeah, I didn't write this in any of my letters, but I ended up spending some time with Ren while she was in Liberl. And even if she's a member of the society, she's also my friend. Ren. Now where have I heard that before? Wasn't she the girl Powder Mother belongs to? Erica, if I might be permitted to say my piece here. Say your piece? Mom, what are you? You better have a damn good explanation for this one, Albert. My daughter ended up making friends with a member of Ouroboros? Why is this the first I'm hearing of this? This wasn't in any of what you sent me. Well, it was kinda hard to say. Don't you give me that. As if you hadn't already exposed us to enough danger to make me want to strangle you, and now hearing this? Just what have you been doing with my daughter while I've been away? Mom, I'm serious. I want to be involved with the Orbital Gears development. I'm completely powerless on my own, but I still want to find some way to talk to her. And the Orbital Gears is going to be able to fight on equal terms with Powder Mother, right? Then I want to be involved, because I want the kind of power Estelle has. Tita? Correct me if I'm wrong, but you're not considering using the Orbital Gear to fight Powder Mother yourself, are you? What? That wasn't what I meant. I want to make very sure of this. Do you understand just what we're making here? Well, I only get a quick look at the blueprints, but it looked like a bipedal. That's not what I meant. The Orbital Gear is a weapon. No matter how you try to dress that fact up, that's the reality. It's a tool designed to be used by people to hurt other people. But you're not making it because you want to hurt people, are you? Even the patrol airships used by the army are made to protect the country, not to hurt people. It doesn't matter what I think. It doesn't matter what the developer of any new weapon thinks. We're not the ones who actually go out there using the things we make. The devices we pour our hearts into making going to cause unspeakable suffering to people, and there's nothing we can do to stop it. Have you ever stopped to think about that? And after having it pointed out to you, can you still say you want power? Well, you're doing what we're fully We're doing what we're fully aware of what the potential consequences are, maybe be down the line, but can you? You know how much I love you, Tita. I understand that you care deeply about your friend, I do. But that's all the more reason why I can't permit you to take part in this. Can you understand where I'm coming from? But I'm not taking this lightly either, you know? I appreciate how you feel, Erica, but I'm sure Tina's been thinking about this a lot herself, especially after all she went through. Why not show her a little more respect? I'm sure she has, but that doesn't mean I can let her be involved in developing a weapon. We researchers don't get a say in how our inventions end up being used down the line. That's just our fate. That's what we have to accept when we're doing our jobs. That we do. I know where she's coming from, but I absolutely can't let her be a part of this. She doesn't need to be shouldering this kind of burden, not at her age. I know all of what Mom's saying is true. I know, really I do. But then what am I supposed to do? Just sit around helplessly? I know, I'll go see what Dad thinks. Maybe he'll actually listen to me? He inserted a card into the slot of the elevator panel. Dad. Tita? Sorry, hold on a minute, I'll be right over. Really? So she wouldn't give you permission to join then? Nope. I understand what Mom's saying, really, I really do. It's just so frustrating not being able to do anything. Well, unlike your grandfather, your mother has very clear reasons for what she does. She's an engineer with specific goals and ideals over ones driven by emotion or curiosity. That's especially true for this project, given that the future of Liberal's national defense may end up hinging on it. It was never going to be easy to win her over in an argument about this, I'm afraid. That doesn't change the fact that I want to confront Ren, though. Maybe what I'm saying is childish, I don't know. But it's what I really feel. I'm not budging. Those are so bold words, Tita. I don't think I've ever seen her look so serious about anything before. But even if they're bold, I don't think they're childish. At the same time, I don't think it has anything to do with whether you should be involved in developing the orbital gear either. Having it isn't going to make confronting her any easier. Tita, confronting someone head-on about something is a very difficult thing to do. Probably more difficult than you realize. You certainly can, but that's not always going to be enough to change someone's mind about something once it's made up. I know. Maybe I'm never going to be able to talk to her like I want to in the end. Am I doomed to never do anything for her? You backed down when you were arguing with your mother earlier, right? That says to me that the convictions she has are stronger than yours. You already know that it's not going to be easy to talk to Ren. If you want to succeed, you'll need a stronger spirit than you got now. Otherwise you won't be able to really tell each other how you really feel. You just back down first. That reminds me of something Agate said once, actually. He said, fighting's all about guts. Well, that's not quite what I'm talking about, no. I really am starting to worry about this Agate fella. I think resolve is a more appropriate word here than guts. You'll need to have the resolve to express all of your honest feelings, sir. Plus you need to accept hers in return. Now that'll be a lot easier said than done, too. Well, I know she's from the society and that Potter Mother is too strong for me to compete against as I am. Especially because I don't have the kind of power Estelle does. I'm not even confident she'll want to listen to what I have to say. And even if she does, that'll have an effect on her. But I can't just leave her and do nothing. I can't. Listen, she was part of Ouroboros, and she did some pretty bad things, sure. But that's not all there is. I spent some time with her, I went shopping with her, I sat and talked with her, so I know that's true. Deep down she's actually a sweet girl. I'm sure she wasn't faking it either. It's who she really is. She's not some kind of inhuman monster. She's an ordinary girl, who was like an excited little kid when we found a cute pendant in a shop. And when I tripped and fell, she didn't hesitate to hold out her hand for me. She's a good person, and I still think of her as my friend even now. But after that, she went away from me. Ever since then, her and Potter Mother have always been out of my reach, physically and emotionally. Maybe the orbital gear will give me a chance to change that. If I have that, I might finally be able to see a little bit of the world that she does. Maybe she'll even be willing to open her heart, even a little, and tell me how she really feels, all while listening to my feelings too. That's why I want to be involved in making it, and I won't take no for an answer. So proud of how much you've grown. What do you think about all this, Erica? What? Mom, how long have you been listening in on us? Not long. I only overheard the last part of your conversation. Can I ask you something, Tita? Of course, what? If you finally get to talk to this Ren girl again, and it turns out she doesn't see you as her friend, what are you going to do? Exactly the same thing. I'd do exactly the same as I would otherwise. because I've already made up my mind that I want to be her to be a part of my life, even if she doesn't want me to be a part of hers. I'm going to be able to chase her around and try to convince her to come back to us like Estelle can, but I can still try to get to know more about her and Powder Mother, and I can make a stronger connection with her through the Orbital Gear. There's nothing stopping me from doing any of those things, right? Whatever makes it so I can be a part of her life, I want to do it, even if it's small. Because that's what friends do. That's how I really feel. I see. Well, I can't help but feel like you're being a little naive, but you got me. I'll accept all you said as a sufficient reason for participating in the Orbital Gear project. Really? Really? Now what are you two waiting for? We've got work to do. Dan, I've redone the blueprints, so I need you to go over them. Tita, we're going to start making the quartz prototypes. So I can be part of the development? You promise? Let's see how long that happy face of yours lasts. Now join the team, I'm going to be working you to the bone. I hope you're ready. Yeah, bring it on. Good, are you ready to get started? Thanks to your efforts, Tita was finally allowed to participate in the Orbital Gear's development. The familiar central factory was filled with a new sense of tension as it became the building ground for the new invention. Tita was able to work as a full-fledged engineer equal to the adults around her for the first time. She was also treated no differently than anyone else, meaning that Erika's demands were constant and relentless. But that was a source of true happiness for Tita. Finally, 2 weeks later, all done. Alright, time to begin our activation test. I think we could probably do with a little break. We've been working almost constantly for 3 whole days now. How do you still have so much energy, Mom? And how do you have so little? Pull yourself together, people. The best part of developing something new is about to begin. That goes for you especially, Tita. Me? The seat in our prototype here is on the small side, so there's no way anyone other than you is going to be able to sit in it. So you're going to need part of our test until the very end. I know, but please let me have some sleep first. Well, okay, only because you said please. It's better than trying to do the test today when you're in this state than ending up with a bunch of mistakes being made. She's done very well in my opinion. Not even the most veteran engineers can keep up with your working pace. I'm amazed our little daughter did it in her first project. What exactly are you implying? That I'm some kind of machine with limitless stamina? Okay, so that's the activating test penciled in for Friday the 28th. Wait, tomorrow's Friday? Yes it is, why do you ask? I need to start cooking then. I finished running all of the necessary simulations using the K-pop. It should be able to perform to roughly the intended specifications, but... Tita, what's the rush? Grandpa, I just realized tomorrow's the last Friday of the month. Ah yes, that's when Agate's coming, isn't it? Yeah, I need to start getting things ready for tomorrow's food. Well, if you're taking requests, Agate? I'm not sure I follow. What's special about the last Friday of the month? Oops, I forgot to tell you. This is going to be your first time meeting Agate, isn't it? You see, he comes over here to visit once a month, and tomorrow's that day, so... Oh, so our dear friend, Agate, is visiting, is he? What a coincidence to choose the day of our test to make his arrival. He sure is a lucky man. Mom? Well, you see, Tita, your mother, Dan, darling, I just had a brilliant idea. I decided that tomorrow's tests are going to require a sacrifice. You can't just let any old person come over to our house for no good reason, right? They need to make a contribution to the family. I hope you're ready, Agate Krosner. So let me get this straight. You're saying you want Agate to help with the test, right? I'm not sure I'd recommend that, Erika. He's a useless dolt where technology is concerned. I can't see him being much help. Help? I'm expecting a lot more than that from him. I'm expecting him to offer his very life in the name of science. What? Come on now, Erika. This is no time for being silly. I'm not opposed to having him help out, though. I'd like the chance to have a good long talk with him myself. You too, Dad? Well, it's settled. Today's going to be a good day. A very, very good day. It's just me? Or do they seem they have Agate all wrong? Side story Obel Gear Project Part 1 finished. Long Barrel X 3000 Mira. That was a long side story. That's what the side quests are like in this game, by the way. So they're a lot better than previous games. Thank you, Adios, you're alright? Are you feeling okay? You look quite tired. I'm fine. Did have to fight some scary enemies, but I managed to pull through. That's good. So what happened in there? Well, Tina explained everything that happened on the other side of the door. I see. Yep, sounds like this is another one of her rules, alright. In other words, first you need to meet some conditions to get the door open. After that, you fight your way through a battle or trial. Winning, you get to see some kind of memory fragment and walk away with Mira as a bonus. That sums things up. Yeah, that's how it was for me. The memory fragment didn't feel like it was quite finished though. There seemed to be more that I didn't get to see. Maybe there's more than one pattern to these doors then. Either way, every time we find one, we should probably note its location and conditions down. Indeed. About memory doors. Memory doors are located throughout the game and allow you to see various optional scenes. In all, there are 3 types of doors. Moon doors contain lengthy side stories. Star doors contain short side stories. Sun doors contain minigames. In order to open a door, you will need to fulfill one or multiple conditions. Furthermore, some doors will require certain characters to win a battle in order to view the contents within. After viewing the contents of a door for the first time, you will earn Mira, and depending on your choices or actions, potentially even bonuses such as items. All this information is automatically recorded in the notebook and can be viewed at any time. Finally, you can also warp to any door you have discovered using the cube. Whew, that was a lot. I wonder what happens if you click on it again. Does it just start over? I'm accompanied by an ever-burning flame. Only then shall the door open. I think Agate is the ever-burning flame. Actually, what happens if you try to click part 2? You shouldn't be able to do that. I'm just worried it would be like something saved. If it is, then when you have met my conditions, return to me once more. Only then shall the door open. Yes. Do we keep going a little bit more? Perhaps trying to reach another checkpoint, and then we'll end for today. Just how long does this place go on for? It's so strange too. The Shadow Towers were weird enough, but even they made a lot more sense than this does. Is something wrong, Reyes? Why'd you go quiet for? Well, I was just wondering what that is. What that is? Oh, what is? That's their sail. What? What's their sail doing here? You recognize this ship? Uh-huh. It belongs to the royal family of Liberl. We used to get on top of that floating city. Interesting. You have any idea how something like that could possibly have ended up here? Maybe it wasn't here the same way we were. I don't think we'll get anywhere speculating. Could have come in our way, could have come in some other way. We just don't know. The best thing for us to do now is see what the guys inside have to say. Been so long since we had combat now that I've forgotten how it works.
Prepare to meet your foe.
I forgot to equip the new accessory we got on Tira.
I've worked out.
Long Barrel X. It gives strength now even. Huh. This is like the monument in there we started in. Though it's not glowing like that one is. The one in the garden had no glow in the beginning either. Kevin, do you want to give it a try? I was just thinking the same thing. Oh, I expected as much. When we activated the first monument, it said release my brethren. I guess now we know what it meant. Then, do you think this monument might have the same power as the other one? Most likely. It should come in handy at least. Inspecting monuments scattered around throughout the game allows you to use the cube to restore their power. Much like the ones in the base area, you can use these to restore HP, EP, buy equipment, and make quartz. They also function as checkpoints, allowing you to warp to them using the cube. In addition, any new items available will be added to the base monument stock as well. Or do we have new quartz available then? No. Maybe there's something in the shop? Yes, there's a new Tira weapon. Get that. The weapons are still the same. These are new though. Just 1,000. That's a lot. We should probably get at least one reviving bomb. Let's get some slots going, I think. No, actually let's save in case we get new quartz. Well, we should be able to return to the base area now then, I think. So this thing has expanded now, I guess. Yeah. Gotta put that on Tira, because I would forget that next time. Let's also go use the thing over here. Let's take the books before we quit. See if there's anything popped up here. For some reason, yes, that's the same. Yeah, no, I don't think it's time yet for books. I don't know, maybe they'll tell us when we can. Well, thank you for watching this first episode of the third game then. We'll continue off next time. As you see, it's quite different. There's a lot more condensed story segments in this game. And with these exploration, it's basically all dungeons and then the story moments. Which I kinda like. It's a different pace to walking around cities and stuff. It stands out in the series very much. But yeah, I hope you liked what you've seen so far, and I'll see you in the next episode. Goodbye.